Hi everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. Glad to see you all again on this final Friday flight, just before the weekend. Yesterday we flew from Belgrade in Serbia onto Plovdiv in Bulgaria via Sofia. So today's flight will be from Plovdiv in Sofia or Plovdiv in Bulgaria onto Bucharest in Romania, and we will be skirting the Black Sea. So we will be having a bit of a change in Kadilu today in scenery with a bit of luck. Also, we are still looking for cities for the pole. So that's going to be really pretty cool. If we get a crash, we need a save point. Yesterday we had a few suggestions. For instance, Innsbruck, Marseille was one. Hello, Andalia. Good to see you here. Love it that you're here. Love it that you're here. So yeah. Well, let's have a look at what we are where we are flying today. So let's go there. Today we are, as I said, flying from Plovdiv, and that's in Bulgaria. We are flying to Veliko Tarnovo, which is which is called the City of Tsars. I'm not sure if it's depicted correctly, but let's hope so. We will be crossing a mountain range here, so that will be pretty cool. Then we will be skirting that mountain range down back into Burgas, which is the second largest city of Bulgaria, and it's the largest seaport in Bulgaria. Apparently, it's situated on the western shore of the Black Sea. We will then be heading up the coast towards Varna, which is the third largest city, and it's also a seaside resort apparently. So then we will be moving on, and we will be flying into Romania, crossing the border on the Black Sea, onto Constanta, which is a very well-known sea resort for Romania. And then we will be heading up towards Bucharest, and Bucharest actually has a landmark. It has the Palace of Parliament, the former home of dictator Ceausescu. And also in that area there are a few pretty cool sites. So yeah, I should probably turn on my mod view. Yeah, you probably should, dear. You probably should. Exactly. So yeah, that will be our flight today. I'm guessing about 3.5 hours, if we're lucky. Let's see. The weather is apparently very good today, so we should be having very nice weather. If we see, the wind is mainly at our back once again, so that's good. The cloud coverage is not that much, so we should be good, especially when we hit the low cloud. So yeah, it's mainly down in the south, but in the northern parts and southern parts of Romania, so the northern parts of Bulgaria, it should be very, very nice weather. So with a bit of luck, we'll have some nice weather when we fly, when we skirt the Black Sea right there. And as I said, rain and thunder, well, nothing. So we're good to go. We are good to go. All right. Well, let's get this show on the road. There we go. I have to close up a few things right here and there. There we go, and that's the one. Alright, so as you can see, 3 hours, 12 minutes. We will be circling here and there, and it will be skirting the sea, so it might be a little bit more, but yeah, okay. We have the flight conditions on, as usual. Live flight. We have enough fuel. We're at 100%. I'm so glad they changed this. I no longer have to fill this in. The ATC options are already automatically filled in. I'm really glad about that one. Yeah, he is doing a 5-hour flight. I was there when he started it, actually, and I gave him a few tips how to restart his flight because he crashed. During his flight, he opened his VFR, so that was a bit of a pickle. Yeah, yeah, he got a bit nervous there, but I got him up in the air again. We got him up in the air again, so that was really, really, really nice. Also, by the way, guys, yesterday there was a Q&A with the Asobo development team, and it's really cool to check that one out. I'm going to link the Q&A in the chat right now. So that's that. They discussed a lot of good points. They discussed the current bug situations, several bugs, the lighting bug, the Garmin bugs, the Airbus problems that they're having. They are admitting that they are having problems at the moment, and they are working feverishly on it to get it back in order again. So that's a really good sign. They also answered a lot of questions about the USA update, which is really cool, which is coming in about I think in about 3 weeks, no, in about a month and a half time, something like that. It's like every 2 weeks we get a major update, and every third one of those is a world update. So we had the last update, that was Japan. And now in 2 weeks' time, we're getting the next patch. So in 1.5 months' time, we will be getting the America patch. I have a bit mixed feelings with that. I'm glad for Americans that they get the cool update, but America was already looking pretty good actually. So now that we are flying, for instance, over Central and Eastern Europe, I think that could have gotten a bit more love, to be honest. But that's just me. Or maybe Asia, parts in Asia, I don't know. I haven't flown there yet, but still, as of now, it is truly cool that they are committing to updating and making the world look even more beautiful. So yeah, they also had a talk about the multi-thread core problem with rendering of the. Yeah, that's really nice to hear, Andalia. It really is. They also had a talk about the multi-core rendering problem, which I currently experience, which is really annoying because that gives me, even though I have a really, really powerful system, it gives me very low frame rates, which is, yeah, a bit of a shame. They were talking about the VR update, which is actually coming in November, I believe. They're planning that for November, but there will be a open beta thing or something about it. I'm not sure. So that's really cool for those who have a virtual reality headset. You will be able to get even more immersed. Oh, you found the poll thing. Excellent. Yeah, I was thinking about that because I made you editor. So it should be, there should be an option there somewhere. I have no idea. So I'm still pretty much clueless. Oh, and by the way, guys, I restricted your hydrate options. So there. I restricted them. By the time I was ready, by the time I was done flying, I had to go to the toilet for like half an hour. So, thanks! Coffee, muy importante. So, there you go. And it costs more now, 500 points. So yeah, it's basically now a sync, and you can only do it twice, I think, for each user. So, and Dahlia, you're one down. Yeah, so there's a lot of changes coming. And as I said, check out the YouTube vid. Check out the Q&A. It's I think it's still 4.4k left. I have no clue what to do with them. We'll look at that. Oh, also on a last note, at the moment we are working on a Discord channel. Yeah, so you guys can join us if you like. We are getting a Discord channel, and we'll have to see how we figure that one out. But oh, excellent! Thank you very much, dear. Thank you very much. You're a godsend. Thank you. We will be checking that out. So yeah, it's there's going to be a Discord channel. Awesome. More ways to chat, more ways to have fun, more ways to interact, more ways to make each other smile. Most important thing, flips her hair. Oh, I'm so awesome. And yes, you are. You deserve everything. You deserve it. Okay, so we are here. I already set the conditions. We are good to go. It is set at 2 o'clock. Oh, I think I crossed the. Yeah, I think I crossed the time zone. So we are now actually we're moving up in time. That's cool. So by the time this should be done, this should be around 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon there. 4 o'clock here. So it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Yeah, okay. So, okay, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Now. And let's hope those fixes are really going to help out. That they announced. But it does look that they are just as enthusiastic as the entire community is. They also stated, by the way, that they don't want to impose on third-party developers. So, yeah, okay, let's get the show in the air. Good one. Hiya, Flo. Hiya, Melvius. Thank you for joining us, guys. You're a flying dipstick. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. So you caught me on a technicality. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We are now at 600 and, well, about 600 feet up. So that's not too high. Let's just make sure that we don't hit anything. So I'll put it on 5, just to make sure. Should I need to walk away for a second? I can put it on autopilot, and then we are good to go. The PDF, we need the wind directions because that was helpful. 3 knots, not that hard, but then we are still on the ground. So maybe higher up it will be a bit more windy. You can go off. I need my bearings to my nav point. My first nav point, as I said, is Veliko Tarnovo, which is in the north of Bulgaria. That's about 75 nautical miles, give or take. 73.7, so that's about 150 kilometers. One nautical mile is about 2 kilometers. So yeah, that's basically what you're aiming at. That's where we go back. All right, that's the one we got. And then we have to switch over to our second screen. We do that. I already opened my VFR map, so there's no crashing there, fortunately. That's good. And I need to pop that one out just to make sure. Pull that up a little bit right there. That one there. All right. Now the last thing I need to do is start my flight in Flight Sim Toolkit. That started now, so that's actually working. That's good. It should be available on the stream right now. We should have an ETA. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. It is looking beautiful, by the way, guys. It is truly looking beautiful. We have lovely, lovely weather. And we are off. We are off. Yes. The final flight of this week is rolling down the runway. 25-minute flight. No, not a 25-minute flight. Definitely not. No, it's a lot longer than that. It's like a 3-hour flight. Oh, it's gone all iffy again, isn't it? It's gone all iffy again. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, I apparently... No. Now it switched. It switched. We are good. There we go. 2 hours. Still way too fast, but better than 28 minutes at least. Better than 28 minutes.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Yabba. It predicts a crash. Oh god, I hope not. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't jinx it, Flo. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. No jinxy jinxy. Hey, Sim Phoenix. Good to see you, man. Good to see you're here. Hello. Glad you can join us. Glad you can join us. I was just talking about the Q&A updates that Asobo had, and the things they are discussing and they discussed looked really, really good. I mean, they admitted that. Yes, okay, I'm sorry, I have to do a few things. They admitted the fact that there are, of course, issues, and yeah, so it's looking really good for the flight sim community. Hey, Blackbeard, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. So yeah, hashtag BugSim. Well, as I said, they yeah, everything's in op. The thing is, they had a Q&A from Asobo with and the Microsoft development team last. I think it's last. I think it was yesterday or the day before that. And although they do admit that there are a lot of issues going on, they also said that they are very dedicated to working it. And yeah, it's not that bad, but they need to sort some things. Yeah, you know what it is? They are. You have to. The thing is, they released this game and they gave us basically the entire world. And as they said, we just, although our team is like 200 people. Well, I think you'll be. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Watch that stream if you can. It's about an hour long, so it's quite a watch, but it is worth it. And it also states how much they are dedicated to making this a wonderful, wonderful product. So yeah. But I can imagine that if you just want to do your flights and stuff like that, especially with the airliners right now, it's not very nice to fly them. Yeah, it's not very nice. They are extremely buggy. Not to mention the fact that, yeah, exactly, that's the one. Thank you, Andalia. Thank you very much. That's the one, and it's really interesting watch. It is. Yeah, it's. I noticed that this morning with Don Don Pan Pan, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really annoying, but you can't set it in when it's when it doesn't work. It just blacks out. Indeed, it really is annoying, and it's I found it a bit of a shame that those issues crept in with the last two patches. You know, that's. I mean, you know, of course, if you try to fix one thing on one side, it might break on the other side, of course. But yeah, but as they said, as these guys stated, they are really. Hey, Runic, good to see you, man. Good to see you here. Nice to see you guys. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Yeah, it is. Can you give a link, Sim Phoenix, for the fly-by-wire mod? The VFR glitch was introduced with the latest patch. Yeah, with the world patch. But there is going to be a emergency patch for that. Oh, that is annoying. That is annoying, Runic. Shame that you had to cancel your flight, man. Yeah. The thing is that they said they would do major patches just once every 2 weeks. They've now changed that. It's no longer once. The major patches will still be once every 2 weeks, but they will be doing emergency patches in between. So we will be seeing lots and lots more updates coming quickly. So yeah. Well, you know the thing, Blackbird. I have been a few of us here in chat have been working in IT for quite a while, and also are very familiar with programming and the way alpha beta testing works and stuff like that. And unfortunately, stuff like this sometimes just happens. And it's really annoying that it does, of course, especially when that product is used by such a large user base, because then it will be noticed. It will be noticed very quickly. But unfortunately, that doesn't mean that the issues that they introduce can be resolved by for instance, a rollback. That's usually not an option. So, you have to roll with the punches and fix the most important things. So, for instance, the VFR bug, I believe they are planning to fix that this weekend even. So yeah, these guys are working like crazy. Need a sip of coffee, very important. But yeah, they you can fix something on one side and something on the other side, which never seemed in connection with each other. It's. Do you need to go to professional software tester? Yeah, but I don't think you do have a point there, Kadilu, especially as you are an ex-programmer. You do have a point. Unfortunately, I don't think that is no longer an option. It's now basically the norm that early access is the norm. It's paying for an incomplete product, just wanting to play something and accepting the fact that it's broken. Of course, this was released as a full-size release, so yeah, it shouldn't be. You are quite right, Flo. You are. I agree. First things first. I agree with that. I agree that, especially in alpha testing, most importantly, people should not be able to buy into that. Usually a piece of software is so incredibly buggy still. Not only the entire market, but in my opinion, it releases it somewhat messes up a part of the enjoyment of the game. By the way, I'm liking the weather, guys. This is live weather, and it is looking good today. We are having beautiful, beautiful weather. Look at that! Look at that! Right here in Bulgaria, we are live weather. There we go. That's it. It's 2 o'clock in Bulgaria, and we are having wonderful weather. Yeah, a lot better than yesterday. It's a bit of a shame we don't have this weather now, because we were flying over those natural parks yesterday. That's a bit of a shame, And today, unfortunately, no natural parks. Other than a few mountain ranges here and there, but it still looks wonderful though. It still does. I mean, look at that. It is truly, truly beautiful. So yeah. That is something I want to see, Blackbeard. You rioting in front of a Sobo Studios. That would be funny, yeah. Oh, you did! You did, Runic. They need to do at the way, keep it to reduce the windscreen eyes. You're flying the 152, aren't you? Yeah. What you do have, I need to do that a little bit. What you do have, and I'm not sure if that will work, but you do have the cabin control, and maybe if you use the cabin control, it heats up. I don't know. So yeah. I mean, at the moment, it's not hot air or anything. It's hot enough, but that didn't work. Okay, you checked that. Okay. I was wondering if that might work, but now that you checked it, thank you. We know that doesn't work, unfortunately. That would be cool, though, if that would affect the icing on the windscreen or something like that. I mean, the engine and the engine in front, or the wings, of course, and the back. That would make sense if that didn't work, but at least. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. That's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. Well, yesterday I was flying at 10,000 feet, and it didn't ice over, and I think I still have icing on. I can't check it right now, but I still think I have icing on. Yeah, the pilot heater doesn't work. That's a bit of a shame. That is a bit of a shame. It would be cool if it would, wouldn't it? That would be cool. That would be pretty awesome, actually. Yes, it's nice and toasty right here. It's nice and toasty, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Unfortunately. So yeah, we do have beautiful weather, guys. Look at that. Clear skies all around. My, oh my. To be honest, I'm glad that it's very sunny today. It's I like the cloud coverage and stuff like that. I do truly do, because it gives it a bit of a change in scenery, but and change in weather is always cool. But yeah, you know, flying in beautiful weather, it is something else when you're doing low VFR flights in beautiful weather. That is truly something else. I mean, it's easy with a commercial jet. You just go above the clouds. It's easy. Just go above cloud coverage. You're done. But with low flying VFR flights in small propeller planes, this is the way to go. This is truly beautiful. Look at that, guys. And it looks smooth today. Today it's running pretty smooth, actually, my game. I'm glad about that. Yeah. That's pretty dang cool. Now we are heading towards, as I said, let me have a look-see. Where are we going? We are going to Veliko Tarnovo, which is the city of Tsars, apparently. And, yeah. It apparently has a beautiful old historical city center. I'm pretty sure it won't look like that. Won't look like that. But yeah, fingers crossed that that the next few world updates will be improving for everyone else who will be flying over here in future. That it will look pretty dang cool. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about the Japan update. That apparently did a lot for the scenery and the cities themselves. So yeah. I'm truly hopeful, and I think when the new the USA patch will be coming out, it may set the benchmark for the rest of the world updates. So yeah, not sure which one is going to be next. The logical one, I think, would be Europe. To be honest, that would be the most logical one. I mean, we had Asia, well, Japan, but it is in Asia. United States. Or are they going to do it by country? I'm not sure. Yeah, they are. They did. There's also a very large discussion about that in the Q&A. Yeah. Yeah. Updated nav data and charge. Yeah. Not in this update, unfortunately. No. But they did talk about that one. So, yeah, Blackbird. Yeah. Blackbeard. Sorry. Blackbeard. Sorry. Yeah, they did talk about that. And it is going to be in a different update than the world updates or anything like that. And I'm still missing out. So yeah. How to know wind direction? Oh, but that's pretty easy actually. That is easy, Rooney. Yeah, well, if you got a Garmin, it's easy actually. But if you go here, there's your wind speed. There's your wind direction, right there. If you go to the PDF and you press wind. You have several options which you can do. And there you go. So that's there. Actually, it is, but it's on the PDF. So that's yeah. There you go. No. Especially the 152, the older ones don't have that, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, so then you have to go to websites and check out what the wind direction is in your area where you are going to fly. A good one is windy.com, for instance. Yeah, you have to look that up in advance, unfortunately. Basically, like in real life. Yeah. Oh, look at it, guys. Look at that. Yeah, thank you very much. There you go, Endalia. Thank you very much. Windy.com. That's the one. That river slowly meandering down into the plains right there. Dang, this game looks so good. This game looks so good. Even it, I mean, I know it's bugged. I know it's not perfect by a long shot. Also, take into consideration the release was actually just 2 months ago, and these days, you know when a game is released, the most major bugs will show up once the game is released. Unfortunately, that's just a matter of fact, and that's something we just have to accept. But dang, even with all those bugs and all those problems going on. Okay, which app, do you know which app that is, Blackbeard? Do you know which app that is that gives all that information? That would be cool. Although I'm not sure if you can use it still, because I still think there are a lot of weather, there's still a lot of issues with real life weather and stuff like that. Look at that. That is a pretty place to live, right there. Near the top of that mountain. Dang. Yeah, sure, thanks. Excellent. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. So, yeah. What I usually do, by the way, is in the morning I look up what the weather is going to be on windy.com. And actually there's a plugin for windy.com where you can plan your flight plan, or load your flight plan into it, and then it will tell you what the wind is going to be and the cloud coverage and stuff like that. It's really cool. It is really cool. Oh, by the way, guys, yeah, you can. There should be an option if you, yeah. You know, the thing is, I think they're, especially for in normal planes, of course, there is, and if you once you get the autopilot, like the Garmin and the Garmin 1000, 3000, that information is displayed. But yeah, for flight, okay. For real life planes, yeah, it might not be able as perfect for this, but you can always give it a go. I mean, why not? If is it free, Blackbeard? Because yeah, if it's free, why not? Why not give it a go? You cannot. Who knows? Yeah, maybe. They are still working on a lot of options, actually. They are. And it's really good, as I said, it is really good to see that developers are so enthusiastic and oh, it's payware. Okay. It's always good to see developers who are truly enthusiastic about a product they created. You know, it's usually they should be, but there have been times when I thought that some developers were like, all right, product's done, we're done, have fun. But no, it seems that Sobo is truly very, very invested into this game. Asobo is truly invested into this game. And rightfully so. I mean, look at this, guys. Even bugged, it is still freaking beautiful. It is incredible. I mean, this is out of the box, guys. Out of the box. Come on. How gorgeous is that? I mean, that's just a pretty picture right there. That's just a pretty picture right there. Slightly. Easily corrected. Easily corrected. I'm of course. As always. Now, I think, yeah. Behind those mountains should be our first target of today. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, Runic? You know, the thing is, as I said, we all know it's bugged and it's really annoying. I mean, I tried to get the hang of the Airbus and it failed on me like 3 or 4 times. Especially when you're trying to learn something, it is really annoying that it just keeps on crashing and keeps on bugging out. But yeah, well, you know, I put it in. I just put it away for a little while right now, and I'll pick it up again once it's working again. And it's, yeah. You're trying to time the sunsets, do ya? Okay. Well, there is an easy fix for that, but yeah. As I said, I'm doing it mostly real time. Just for dramatic effect. Is there a special reason that you are doing that? Time manipulation, indeed. I'm the doc. You can call me the Doctor. Doctor Who. Cheers, by the way, guys. Hydrate. Hashtag superpowers. Oh, yeah. I feel like God. Here comes the finger of God. No. Oh, that's pretty dang cool. Yeah, okay. And there are great ways to make incredibly beautiful sceneries and screenshots and vids. I mean, this game is basically made for stuff like that. Made for stuff like that. I follow a few people on Twitter who also fly, and I follow a few people on Facebook who also fly. And the pictures you see that they made are sometimes completely jaw-dropping. They are so gorgeous. I mean, so pretty. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Yeah, I can imagine, Blackbeard. Yeah, I can imagine, especially if you only have like the 3 planes. Do you have the premium version, Blackbeard? Do you have the premium? Because then you would get the added Dreamliner. And I haven't heard that many people flying the Dreamliner, actually. I haven't heard that much about that. It's mainly the A320 where people have problems. Okay. They are, yeah. Vancouver and Seattle are indeed very scenic, yeah. Truly beautiful, beautiful areas. Truly beautiful. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's basically you can't fly that any which way. That's a bit of a shame. You know, but as I said, the thing is, I'm not really sure, and that's the thing that I... when I was watching the Q&A, I got the feeling that Asobo didn't want to step on third-party developer toes, so they aren't going 100% into the place that they gave you, which is, in my opinion, a bit of a shame, because you at least want to have everything operable in a plane. Okay, yeah. It does help to have a reasonably good PC with this game. I mean, I have... well, you should be able to get at least medium to high. You should be able to get medium to high at 1080p. So there, yeah, that should work. And it's even on high, the settings from medium to high still look really good. They look really, really good. Look at this, guys. I mean, as I said, I am truly blessed. Yeah, okay. Exactly. Yeah. Well, the 1080 is still an incredible card. By the way, this is running at 30 FPS. So yeah. Oh, you're on 4K. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm running on 4040, and this is still 30 FPS. Of course, it's downgraded to 1080 for you guys, but yeah. So basically, I could play it on 1080 if I wanted to, but on my monitor it just doesn't look that nice. So I also want a bit of enjoyment for myself, said the egoist. Yes. Yeah, but they also said, Runic, they also said that about the 3080 and the 3090 is about 4 times faster. The 3080 is about 2 times faster. So yeah, the 3080 is an awesome card, by the way. Yes, it is. It truly is. The 3080 is really, really good looking good. So I've got a 2080 Ti, by the way. This is running on a 2080 Ti. And unfortunately, the game is not optimized for a 2080 Ti. So I'm only getting like 30 frames a second. It's no matter what I do. If I set everything on Ultra, I get 30 frames a second. If I set everything on Low, I get 30 frames a second. It's really annoying. So yeah. Oh yeah, you had the car issues, didn't you? Exactly, Blackbeard. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I heard. I heard that you had indeed had a bit of a car issue. That's always annoying. That is truly always annoying, especially if you depend on your car. That's and let's face it, most people do. So yeah. So good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. Hope you can sell it soon and get a nice car. That's a good option. Yeah, I think. Well, last year I got really lucky, and I always said I wanted to. I'm usually have okay. I had okay PCs, not bad, not over the top or anything. Just basically good middle of the road gaming PCs, which I was always very happy with. Last year I wanted to treat myself, and I said, well, I'm going to build a PC that's completely over the top. It is absurd. It is not normal. It is completely beyond anything you need. So last year I got i9 9900K unlocked. I got 32 gigs of RAM, the 2080 Ti, the Z390 motherboard with everything under the master version. So yeah. Yeah, me too. It's I'm also very heavily dependent on my PC. It's the way I earn my money. Not with this, by the way. I don't earn any money with this, but yeah. Yeah, then you have to go from company to company. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in public relations, you do have to travel around a lot. But isn't that very restricted at the moment with the Corona thing going on, Blackbeard? I mean, that must have shifted quite drastically for you then. Oh, that's still a very good. That's a very good CPU, man. Actually, that's very competitive still. The 8700K. That's a very competitive CPU. Yeah. For me, it was a toss-up between the 7800K or the Core i9 9900K, just because it was absurd and the best one I could get. So I chose the latter one. Which I slightly regret right now. Yeah. Every woman is always heavily dependent on chocolate, guys. That's just fact. Fact. Every woman is heavily dependent on chocolate. Don't ask me how that works. I have no clue. But chocolate fixes basically everything. Just the three, yeah. It is really, really, really. You hear a lot of those stories, yeah. Unfortunately, and I don't think it will be over soon. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it won't be over soon. But yeah, guys, don't underestimate this disease. It is truly, truly awful. Truly. I have seen it up close. Do not underestimate this. This is no joke. It isn't. Wash your hands, keep your distance, use a mask if possible. You know, and not a mask because you may not get affected with a mask. No, use it for someone else. So yeah. Oh, that's pretty dang good. That's good to hear at least. So yeah. I hope so for you. Probably. Yeah, in my case, it will be... I think the coronavirus will be gone once I land. Yeah. Once I touch down, it's done. I will be quite a while here. Corona round trip start in China. Oh, and then slowly head west. Slowly head west. Ooh. But no, guys, just to be serious, and I'm not often that serious, but in this I truly am. Do not underestimate this virus. Don't. Please, please, guys, stay healthy, stay safe. Don't underestimate this. So yeah. I think we are making great time, by the way. 14 nautical miles, yeah. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, Blackbeard. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. And thank God they can test you. Thank God they can. You know? I mean, it is a really annoying test, apparently, but Yeah. In my line of work, it's Zoom is really helpful, I admit, and Skype and stuff like that. But I've been doing that for like 6 years now, so yeah. Yeah, it is. I can imagine that in a lot of professions, it's truly hard. It's not possible to do it long distance. Yeah, that's just the case. I mean, that's just simply the case, and we should thank the people that can do that work and will do that work. You know, I'm very fortunate. I can do this from home. I am truly blessed with that. But yeah. Okay, well that's cool. That is really fast actually. 8 hours? Dang, that is fast. That is truly fast. And good. Really good. I know. I mean, thank God for modern medicine. Thank God for modern medicine. So yeah. I think we are now slowly nearing... Let me have a look. Veliko Tarnovo. Yeah, that's where we are now, slowly but steadily heading towards. Yeah, I can imagine, of course, but I'm glad they're there. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry to hear that, Blackbeard. Sorry to hear that for you, man. But keep positive. Keep positive. It will be over. Oh, you're near... Oh, Qatar. Cool. I'll actually be flying across Qatar in a year's time. Ah! So, yeah. I will be flying near Qatar, so yeah. But that will be quite a while off. First I have to skirt all around Europe, then down all around Africa, and then up to the Middle East. So yeah. I always wondered why they call it the Middle East. And not basically because it's in the middle of the East. Yeah, east of what? You know? I don't know. I mean, east of Europe? So there, hence it's the Middle East. Kind of egotistical. But there, that doesn't matter. I will be flying there, so yeah. Well, it's not the Far East, no. That actually made me laugh. Well played. Well played. Well played. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Where are we? We are 6 nautical miles. Then it should be down there, I think. Or did we just... Is this it? It could be. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, I think it is. As I said, pretty uneventful, but yeah. This is... this town is Veliko Tarnovo. No, not that way, of course. It's no. I'm still on the... As you can see, I'm still on the purple... Yeah, I'm way, of course, with Sim Toolkit, but I'm not sure why it is sending me all the way there. It's really weird. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's just kind of weird. And I had issues this morning with planning the flight in Sim Toolkit. It's not as intuitive as you would think. It's really somewhat annoying, actually, to plan your flights in Sim Toolkit. Yeah. To be honest, I like Sim Toolkit. It is a handy tool. It is helpful because we get information like this. But the planning itself is sometimes a bit annoying. Yeah, exactly. Always follow the magenta line. That's the GPS that we want to follow. The one that you see running from this. Yeah, that's... Yeah. The whole thing grand gestures toward the screen confuses me. The most important thing that I have to follow is basically this. That's my heading. That's my course. So not basically my heading, but my course. Of course. And I have to stay on this purple line. So this purple line shifts from left to right if I fly off course. And once I am exactly on course, you can just stick to it. Supposed to be able to set the flight plan after you're already in game, but I have. You do? Oh, that would be a brilliant option if that would be the case. I'll see if I can figure that one out. It should work with the smaller planes as well. As long as you have a flight plan, it should work. That doesn't differ that much actually. So there we go. So now you guys saw it shifted right there. Also, you can also see this tiny little dial right there. That's the adjustment which I can make. And if it goes beyond, that's 30 degrees flight angle. If it goes beyond 30 degrees, that's not good. That's a big no-no in flying. Oh, the important ones are missing. You mean the important ones are missing in Flight Simulator or in Flight Sim Toolkit? Blackbeard? Because it's, as I said, I use SimBrief, exactly. What I do is I plan my flight in SimBrief, then I upload it into Flight Sim Toolkit, but it still doesn't work most of the time because I use VFR flights. If you use ILS flights, it's much easier. Unfortunately, it does not work very good with VFR flights, SimBrief. At least I never got it to work properly. But then again, I'm not an expert. I haven't used it. I've only used it for like a month and a half. So I'm still learning a lot of things. Alright guys, now we are headed off to Burgas, which is the second largest city in Bulgaria. And it is, the second largest city in Bulgaria among the Black Sea, and the fourth largest in Bulgaria in general. So yeah, there. It has a population of 202,000 people. Welcome back, Sim Phoenix. Welcome back. Good to see you, man. And it is surrounded by Burgas lakes, apparently. So that should be a pretty sight to see. We are now heading up to the Black Sea, so that's pretty cool. I am looking forward to seeing the Black Sea, actually. I was pretty interested to see what it looks like. We are having a few light clouds up here, which is really nice. It breaks the monotony of the blue sky, which is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's the Eric cycle is let me see. Well, it's not the latest one. I believe you have to pay for that one, I think, or something like that. Now that you mention Navigraph, Blackbeard, they also they had a segment in the segment in the Q&A. They answered a few questions about that. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention because I was listening to it with one ear and preparing for the chat for the stream. But yeah. They are working on it, Sim Phoenix. They are working on it. In the Q&A, they answered a few questions about it, and they were saying that they were working with Navigraph. Could you link it again, Andalia? If you'd be so kind. Thank you, my dear. You're wonderful. Thank you. Oh, there she goes. Don't you just love her? I do. She's awesome. And yeah, Flo, I love you too. Cheers, guys. Don't forget to hydrate. Oh, and by the way, I put some restrictions on the hydrate spam. I haven't used it yet. It's a subscription, isn't it, Navigraph? It's like €8 a month or something like that? It's just ETE. Yeah, that's the one. And it's not working correctly. So, sorry. It's basically, we're still up in the air for about at least 1.5 hours. Somehow my sim toolkit got bugged. I don't know why. It's just not working correctly. I think it skipped a few waypoints or something like that. Yeah, it skipped waypoints. That's really annoying. Just looked it up, it skipped waypoints. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's like then, it's like 7.5 to 7 euros a month if you do it for an entire year. Yeah. And I think I'll be looking into that if everything works out, yeah. It does? It does pull 10 FPS? I haven't noticed the difference actually. But as I said, my game is bugged anyway. My game is bugged on my settings, so I'm not going beyond 30 to 40 frames unless I drop down to 1080p. Then it goes up to 60. But yeah, it should be easily handling ultra on 1440p. But they know about the issue. It is an issue. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm content with the 30 FPS I'm getting right now. So yeah, I'm not bothered with that. I'm not bothered with that. So yeah. Oh, it does in X-Plane. Okay. As I said, I haven't noticed a frame drop difference when I use Sim Toolkit. But that, as I said, I have quite a powerful PC, so maybe that's somewhat inconsequential eventually. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It does. I mean, this is 30 FPS we are looking at right now. It's looking good. Especially when you're doing low and slow VFR flights. It's basically brilliant. I mean, let's face it, this just looks really good. According to Jay's 2 cents, well, actually, I've been a follower of Jay's 2 cents for a very long time. And I like him a lot. But yeah, it's he did a few settings exactly, yeah. I mean, you can say from the guy what you want, but he basically taught me how to do water cooling. And that's the reason why I also water cooled my own PC. So yeah. That was quite something else, I can tell you. Hard tubing. Hard tubing, doing a hard tube water cooled PC. For the first time. I learned a lot, and I learned also a lot what I shouldn't do. So yeah, next time, if I'm doing a next another PC with hard tubing, not that way, not that way. But it did turn out good. It did turn out great. I must admit that, and I'm still very, very happy with it. Ah, yeah, but Paul is also very nice. And Bitwit as well, of course. Then you know the entire group, the Bitwit, the Paul, yeah. Linus, of course, but yeah, well, let's face it, Linus is funny, but a bit of a shill. So yeah, bit of a sellout, but I like him anyway. They're Canadian, so they're good. When did you build your own PC for the first time? If I may ask, Blackbeard? And building your own PC is very cool to do. It is very good. Yes, of course. Tech Jesus. Yes, yes. Steve rules all. And don't forget Der Bauer. Yes, our German friend Der Bauer. He's also very good. 2 years ago. So that was the first time you ever built a PC? If I may ask? Building your PC is so cool. I've been building PCs for... Let's see. Yeah, round and about 20 years, 30 years. Yeah. Been building PCs for about 30 years now, yeah. Oh, very good choice. Very good choice. Well done, sir. I salute you. Welcome to the family of PCs. PC Master Race. PC Master Race. Well done, well done. Sir, I salute you. It's so cool when you start building PCs and you can. A lot of people are very daunted about building PCs, but it's basically not. It all just fits together. You know, it's. Well, if you go to my about page, the about, or you scroll down, you should be seeing my specs right there. So yeah. Yeah, Flo is also a very accomplished PC builder. So yeah. You did! Ah, excellent. And I saw your PCs both. They're very good looking. Yeah, I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. But yeah, building your own PC is it's not that hard. You know, it's just getting the right rainbow barf. Indeed, yeah, unicorn poop. It's exactly, yeah. So what she said, she usually makes she knows exactly how to build a PC, and she just knows I like to build PCs, so she makes me do it, and I don't mind. But yeah, it's yeah, same as me. Oh, two 2080 Ti's. So it's like SLI linked. No, I thought two 2080 Ti's were a bit of an overkill, and basically SLI is dying. So I'm not even sure if you. Yeah, water cooling is a pain. Trust me, it is. Especially when you're doing hard tubing, it is. Wow, you know, it's that's truly difficult. That is truly difficult. I mean, soft tubing is pretty good to do. It's not that hard, especially if you get the EK water block, the EK kits. The yeah, they are very cool. He's rich and he doesn't care. Yeah, well, that is an option for some people. But yeah, it's you know, it's building your own PC can be very satisfying. Yeah, especially if you can run cool games like this on it, and then you go like, yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, that's a good choice. That's still a good choice. That's still a good choice. Trust me, the 2080 Ti will not disappoint you. Should you get your hands on that one. Okay, now we are slowly skirting the outside of a mountain range which run all the way from there, from Sofia, which is really in the distance right down there, towards the Black Sea. But this does look amazing, guys. Look at that, look at that. That is so pretty. I love this game. I truly love this game. It's so much fun. And it's so relaxing too. You know, it can be frustrating, of course, but that's the bugs. But if it works beautifully. It works beautifully. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That is truly gorgeous. Oh, now I notice that the if you see the map right there, that's not right. That's not correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I have a 1200 watt power supply, and I still have a lot left. Basically, my entire PC is just overkill. But as I said, I'm not sure if I would go for a SLI setting in the future, a dual GPU. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. No, my VFR map is already open. My VFR map is open, so it opens standard, so so I don't get the bug. And indeed, if you do open the VFR map, do not in-game open the VFR map. It will crash. It will crash. I've seen it happen. So yeah. Don Pan Pan had that exact issue, guys. So I've seen it happen actually this morning. He was starting a flight from Japan to somewhere in China, I think. A320 Airbus flight. He's doing on air, which is really cool. And he opened the VFR map just as he took off, and that was it. That was all she wrote. So yeah, he had to restart the flight again. That was a bit of a shame. Fortunately, On Air makes that possible, so he could restart the flight again. He had just had to remove two or three waypoints, and then he was good to go. So yeah. Okay, so you had it actually open, Runic Gamer, if I may ask, and then it crashed, or because yesterday and the day before I haven't had any problems, and maybe that's just the 172 thing. I'm not sure. Ooh, we are being buffeted, guys. As you can see, my plane is now being buffeted by the winds, coming apparently from the south. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now without issue, just want to... Oh, okay. But did you open it during flight and close it, or... And then it crashed, or did you have it open all the time? Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a bit of a thing. Well, that makes it kind of hard to play, actually, yeah. Once again, I am very blessed and very fortunate. Very blessed and very fortunate that I can play this game and do this world tour with you guys. Yeah. I opened and closed it several times. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then probably you were very, very lucky. Yeah. You're probably very lucky. Because, especially with airliners, it's really bad, I believe. If you... Dom Pampan opened it just once and it was gone. The game just crashed. The game just crashed. Ah, nice cup of coffee. Look at that, guys. That is so cool. All these little roads twisting up the mountain hills there. And I love this game. I really... Look at that. The haze in the distance. That is truly, truly cool. I really am enjoying this game. I am. You may think that, yeah, it somehow compares to the 737 MAX problems in real life at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, well, I you know, it's a bit of a shame. I truly wanted to try out the A320, but all the bugs, they just yeah, it somehow just puts me off a little bit at the moment. Yeah. Oh, but we the autopilot, you mean? The autopilot issue with the moment that it gets suicidal and just barrels straight into the ground. Yeah, I've had that issue a few times, but I only have that issue if you pause the game. By the way, as far as I've seen, I've only had that issue with autopilot if you pause the game on autopilot. So I think if you turn off the autopilot, pause the game, and then if you get back to it, unpause the game and then turn it back on the autopilot, I'm not sure if that works actually. I'm not sure if anyone has tested that, and if then the issue still remains. But I believe it just sets the trim to max and then it will just barrel straight down. I think it's a trim issue, that the autopilot just turns on the trim and just tries to kill you. And the first 3 times I found that very amusing, actually. Hey, Davidge, thank you for following me, and thank you for joining us here on this epic flight. 440,000 kilometers. We are in our 12th flight right now. So yeah, we are heading up to the Black Sea in Bulgaria, and then on to Romania to Bucharest, which I'm really looking forward to, because first of all, Bucharest has a landmark, guys. So yeah, only Sherlock Holmes can figure this one out. Yeah. Yes, yes, maybe he can, with the help of Dr. Watson. But thank you for joining us, and thank you for following me, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome to our lovely, lovely family of friends here, who are enjoying us, having fun, flying over, well, basically every country in the world. we are hitting every country. We're not doing it from A to B. We're not flying from capital to capital. No, 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 no. We are actually on a sightseeing tour around the globe. So yeah, we will be here for a long, long while. A long, long while. So I hope I can make you guys smile, make you laugh. Let's have some fun together. Let's have some chats together. So yeah, I'm truly, truly enjoying this. I've planned this a long time before the release of Flight Simulator. Actually, I started planning this flight when they announced it on the Microsoft conference, and they had this tiny clip of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It will take years, yeah. It will. At least for now. I've planned it for like 3.5 years. So, yes, with this Cessna. I'm not kidding. This plane will be flying all around. I've planned 440,000 kilometers right now. And we've flown about 6,000 kilometers right now. So, yeah. It's they don't call me the mad pilot for nothing. So, yeah, we will be here. I will still be flying around when Twitch stops its service. Yeah, when Twitch shuts down, I'll still be flying. Basically, and yeah, I am flying from each country to each country. And that really breaks my heart somewhat. But the only islands I cannot reach is the island group of Hawaii. I can't reach that. That's like 2,100 nautical miles, I think. And this plane can only do 640 nautical miles. Yes, you're welcome. You are quite welcome. So you basically caught on to something the rest already figured out. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said I'm flying around the world. I wasn't kidding. Custom liveries to use over time. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That really is cool, Runa Gamer. Well played. I'm hoping for some custom liveries in the future as well. And maybe I'll make them available to you guys. That will be cool. It's in the title. It's like right there. No, but I actually planned this. What I basically did was when this game came out, I wanted to do it in a Cessna 152. But then I quickly discovered that the range of a Cessna 152 is about 400 nautical miles, give or take. And I could not reach, for instance, I couldn't reach New Zealand, which I really wanted to reach. So yeah, no. Every country in the world. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Every country in the world. And it's not from capital to capital. No. We just hit Sofia, and now we are flying onto the Black Sea, then up across the Black Sea, and then onto Bucharest, but we'll be flying around Romania next. And then on to, what's next? Romania, we got... we'll also be crossing Moldova, which is really cool. Then we head up into the Ukraine, Belarus, and then onto Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and then we head up to Scandinavia. So yeah, then we head down from Scandinavia, onto Iceland, back from Iceland onto Scotland, England, Ireland, back to England, then we go to Belgium, Luxembourg, France. Well, you get the gist, So yeah, hey, Circlo, good to see you, man. Good to see you here. Glad you can join us. We're not that long into our flight, actually. We're just a little under an hour. And we are now flying towards the Black Sea. It should be there, it's quite a long way off in the distance, actually. But yeah. We are now halfway from, where are we actually at the moment? No, that's not what I'm looking for. And each flight, by the way, I look up points of interest and stuff like that, cool things to see. So yeah. For instance, yesterday we flew from, yeah, sure, man. We flew from, let's see. It was Belgrade, Belgrade, Serbia, and then we flew over three national parks just for the views, and then we flew on to Sofia and down to Plovdiv. So it's not a straight line. It's not like the crow flies. No, we are doing on a sightseeing tour around the world, visiting every single country, and I'm enjoying it so far so much. It is so cool, guys, to do this. I know it is a commitment. I've planned it now, and it's like 2,200 plus hours, which I have to fly. Which basically comes down, I can only fly on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, from 1 to 4, about 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, give or take, which is basically 3 to 4 hours. So it's basically 9 to 10 hours every week I can only fly. And I have to do 2,200 plus hours, and it's getting more and more as I plan. I've planned the rough trip around the rough trip around the world for now, but the sightseeing part I've planned up to the Baltic states. I still have to plan that for the entire world. Last time I planned, last weekend or the weekend before that, I think even, I planned the flights we are doing now. I flew about 2,000 nautical miles, and in 1 hour's time I added 3,000 nautical miles to my flight. So yeah, we are still going up in time, going up in distance. It's still getting longer. But yeah, it's so cool to me, guys. It's so cool to me. I'm having so much fun. And not only having fun with this flight, I'm having fun with you guys as well, you know. It's so much fun talking to you and experiencing this all together, and yeah, looking at the wonderful vistas. I mean, look at that. That is truly cool. I mean, we have been flying over mainly rural areas usually, so farming areas and stuff like that, and some cities here and there. But now we are slowly. You see the biomes changing slowly. It's getting it's you see the scenery change. It is so cool to me to see this happen slowly over time, instead of just rushing it from one side of the world to the other, which is also very cool in this game. Don't get me wrong, I like that also a lot, but this is much prettier. This is much prettier to me. But yeah, it will be taking up. I calculated that we will be flying for at least 3.5 years. So at least, and that's no joke. That's actual a calculation. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. That is truly pretty. Whoa. So why is it bouncing around? I am being bounced around a little bit. Getting a bit of height, because yeah, that went when I nearly was blown into a hill there. Whoops. But look at that beautiful river system right there, guys. That's so cool. That is so cool. I mean, it's things like this, you know. And also, by the way, for those watching and enjoying this, each day I update my flight plan, and I will make them available to all you guys so you can fly them as well. I am keeping all my flight plans up to date and making sure I back them up so I can make them available to you. I'm not sure how I'm going to make them available to you yet. I am looking into several options. But if you see, okay, bye, see you in a sec, my dear. Yeah, you can find me on the live map right there. I'm flying in Bulgaria at the moment, so yeah. Wasn't it? Yeah. It they truly are committed to. By the way, the interview we are chatting about now is the Q&A session Sobo did yesterday, I think, or the day before that. So yeah, they are truly committed to making this a wonderful project. You know, to making sure this will be an awesome experience for all of us. Even though it is bugged now. Yes, it is bugged. I mean, but it is looking so cool. I'm really looking forward to the changes that are coming, guys. I really am. I really, really am. I mean, there's so much goodness still to come. So yeah. It's going to be really interesting. And they will be supporting this wonderful, wonderful product for at least 10 years. So I'm good. I know I'm good. I'm good. At least I will be able to fly it. I will be able to finish my flight. I'm pretty sure it won't take 10 years. More like 7. Maybe 8. Probably 9. Okay, 10. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see where we are, guys. We are now, yes, we are slowly but steadily gaining. We are getting closer. 30 nautical miles to go, so that's about 60 kilometers in that direction, heading for Burgas, which is, as I said, the 4th largest city in Bulgaria. It is the 2nd largest city on the Black Sea. So yeah, it's a pretty large port as well, of course. So that will be interesting, and then we will be flying. We will be skirting the Black Sea coastline. The last time I flew over a water, that was when I flew from Denmark to Poland, across the Baltic Sea, which was somewhat uneventful, unfortunately, and it was really kind of buggy then. Not sure how it's going to be now, but yeah, we'll have a look at what that's going to be like. We're going to have to see, but for now, flying across land, that still works fine. No hitches there. That's good. And then we will we'll have to see. I think, to be honest, I think that might be the Black Sea right there already, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. Let me see. Yeah. Alright, guys, if you follow the link, by the way, that that was just posted, if you click the Sim Toolkit Pro live map and you go to Romania or Bulgaria, I am basically the only one flying in Bulgaria at the moment. So you can't miss me. You can't miss me. And then you get a basic view of where I am. Should there be something there which you might find interesting, please let me know, because I am willing to deviate. Not far, of course. It's not like, hey, fly to Paris, why don't you? Yes, I will, but not now. That will be quite a long way off. Oh, and also, guys, we are working on. We still need to vote on the save points. And Dahlia and I are looking into to see if we can make a poll of that. If you have any suggestions for that save point, you can just post them in chat, and we will add them to the list, and people can vote on it to see which save point I will have in Europe. So it has to be a European city, and it can be anywhere in Europe. It has to be an airport. There has to be an airport nearby. But yeah, it's from there we will. I will have to start. Should I, heaven forbid, should I crash? So let's hope that doesn't happen. But should I crash, then I'll have to start from there, and I can fly in a straight line to the last point where I started. So in this case, I started, for instance, in Plovdiv. Should I crash on this flight, I have to start from, for instance, the city that you suggested to Plovdiv in basically a straight line, and then I can continue my flight again. So yeah, see it as a penalty, which I and an incentive not to crash for myself. I really don't want to crash, because that will add a lot of extra time to my flight. But it is what it is. If that happens, it happens. It happens. So yeah. And I'm not flying, by the way, I'm also not flying this flight on autopilot. I will be flying most of the flight manually. Malta? Yeah, well, sure, why not? I think Malta is actually... have to restart far away. Yeah. Well, that is one of my... that could happen, actually, Sim Phoenix. But yeah, Malta, I think Malta is still Europe, isn't it? Not sure, though. Can anyone look that up? If Malta is Europe, yes, then Malta is an option. Then Malta is actually an option. As long as it's in Europe. You know that is my mission. Thanks. No, I truly appreciate it. Thanks. Get out of my channel. Malta is in Europe. There we go. Malta is on the list. Malta is on the list. Me and my big mouth. Oh well. Me and my big mouth. So yeah. Hey, ex-pilots! Thank you for joining us, man. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. So yeah, it's all good fun, you know. If I have to crash and fly from Malta all the way to here, yeah, then that's the thing. By the way, ex-pilot, I am flying all around the world, every country around the world, and I'm doing a scenic tour. So it's not basically as the crow flies from capital to capital. No, we are doing a complete scenic tour around the world. So glad you can join us. It is the 12th flight only. We've done so far about, I think, 4,000 nautical miles now, something like that. And we still have 440,000 nautical miles to go. So yeah, no, sorry, 220,000 nautical miles. I can't lie, 440,000 kilometers. So yeah. Thank you for following me, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for following me. Great to see you here, man. I used to love stream fly around the world as well. Can't wait to see more. So it is so pretty. Yeah. It is. Oh, good to see you also fly. But did you fly it in a Cessna as well? Because I am doing this in a Cessna, by the way. I've flown about 4,000 nautical miles, I think. So that's about 8,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's about 8,000 kilometers. Yeah, the new flight sim, it is looking truly beautiful. I mean, look at this eye candy, guys. And I'm way too high now. I have to go down a little bit, but. Look, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Yes. As if I may quote Hammond, Richard Hammond from Top Gear, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are on our way. So yeah, it's and I'm keeping positive. I am keeping positive. We are we are really. I've only started like 4 weeks ago, and this is my 12th stream. So yeah. Oh, city hopping. Okay, in an A320. Okay. That's a lot quicker than this. Yeah. But it is truly beautiful. I mean, this is out of the box, guys. This is simply out of the box. Yes, it's bugged. Of course it is. But look at the beauty of this. I mean, oh, welcome back, dear. Welcome back. We have a new friend in the channel, ex-pilot. So yeah, he just joined, or she, I'm not sure. But it's all fine. And yeah, it's truly amazing. I mean, we've seen so many beautiful things already, and basically every half hour, my jaw just drops. It just drops. It's like I usually fly behind this like this. Yeah, true, quite true, ex-pilot. It is. Yeah, this is the one. This is the reason why I went back to flight simming. This game, this simulation, right here. I mean, it's mad. It's like, you know, the biggest games. There are so many big games out there. Like for instance, the map of GTA 5, which is, in comparison, really big to a lot of games. And then a Sobo came by and said, "Hold my beer. Here's the world. Have fun. Oh, by the way, it's completely rendered." Wait, what? You know? Sorry? What? The world. Rendered. Right. Daddy's gonna have some fun with that. So yeah. I mean, yeah, this is... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's I know exactly the reason why you said that amount, because you are taking into consideration all the third-party developed apps and add-ons that you have to get to make it look similar to this. And this is just, oh, by the way, 60 euros, have fun. Here's the world. You can get this for like 60 euros. Even better if you get a, yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. I mean, if you get the Microsoft Game Pass, you can get it the first month for $1. Yes, $1. It's usually now it is $10 a month, which is an amazing balls deals because you get so many freaking good games. But if you get it the first month, you can get it for $1. It's included in the Microsoft Game Pass. You can just play this game for $1, basically, for a month. I mean, I am considering it. Yes, I am, X-Pilot. I am considering this. As of now, I am still learning this game. Although I am getting quite proficient with the Cessna, having flown nearly 40 hours with it now. But yeah, I am considering it. What I'm also doing, by the way, exactly, you did, Sim Phoenix, and I'm still considering it. But you know, it's I have to figure out how to do that. So just to explain a little bit. The weather, yeah, it did, Runic, it did, it truly did. So yeah, no problem if that happens in the future. I would gladly have you guys fly along. By the way, we are now nearing just a bit of flight information. Thank you for listening. We are now heading to Burgas. Burgas should be right over there somewhere. That's the Black Sea, and then we will be heading up north to the Black Sea. But yeah. Oh, sure. Thank you very much, man. And I'll if you can link explains explain the shout out basically. If you can do that in Dahlia, I would truly appreciate it, my dear. Love you. So yeah, it's it is amazing. It is truly an amazing game. I'll give you a follow as well, X-Pilot. I mean, also the community in this game is so brilliant. It is so nice. They are so helpful. Everyone is friendly. Everyone wants to help each other out. It is so lovely to see, you know. If you can give X-Pilot a shout out, please, to have people following him. Yeah. So yeah, it is such an amazing game. It amazes me each and every time. And the thing is, I've planned this flight. I started to plan this flight when it came when I saw the announcement trailer during the Microsoft presentation. Thank you very much, dear. You're awesome. You're worth your weight in gold. But I saw this during the presentation, and I thought, well, like, is it possible to fly with a Cessna around the world? Well, tried it with a 152. That came up a bit short, but the 172 was much more easier, and it was already also in the game. So I started to plan my flight around the world even before the game came out, long before the game came out. Then my wife gave me a flight stick yoke from the Logitech yoke for my birthday in June. The game wasn't out yet. I just left it in the box and waited for the game to be released, and I still love her for that. If you're still in chat, dear, love you. And yeah, from then on, it just kind of exploded. Flo, who is also in our chat usually, he and Melvius Gaming, my brother-in-law who also streams, suggested, you know, this is so mad, this is so crazy, this plan you're doing. You have to stream this. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And within 3 weeks we were affiliate. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for subscribing. I truly appreciate it, man. Hope to see you here more. So yeah, it's you know, and it exploded from there. So there's a lot of things coming at me. I have to learn how to fly this game. I have to learn different. I don't have to, but I want to learn to fly this game properly. I want to learn how to fly bigger commercial aircraft. You're right. Hydrate. You are quite right. Hydrate. Very important. No. We are here to help each other out, ex-pilot. We are here to help each other out, and I don't mind. Promoting other streamers. I mean, it's not a promotion channel, of course. I mean, I like having people around. Let's face it, but it's all good. Everyone's enjoying themselves. Everyone is happy, and my most important thing is if I can make one person a day smile and laugh, I've done a good job. I've done a good job, and that's my intention. Make people smile, make people laugh. Look at this beautiful views. I mean, look at this out of the box. Come on, guys, out of the box. How? What kind of black magic is this? I mean, this is so pretty. Of course we do. It's all, of course, I've been watching Twitch streamers for a long while, and I feel very drawn to people who are kind and open towards each other. I followed, for instance, Carnage. If you're ever heard of him, he's a variety streamer. He's really cool, and with that intention, that is something that I wanted to pay forward. I wanted to pay it forward. Make sure that everyone is enjoying themselves. And it's robot black magic. Yes, it is. The AIs have taken over and they've given us a virtual world to live in. It's finally happened. So we are now in the Matrix. So yeah, but it's be kind to each other, be gentle with each other, be helpful and nice to each other. It's not that hard, especially in a world like this these days, where everyone is shouting towards each other. Stop shouting, just listen towards each other, Just listen to each other. And appreciate everyone. Hey, water! Yeah! It's like, there! We finally hit water! It's water down there. And robots hate me. Oh. Oh. Give them some love, Who knows? Who knows what might happen? So yeah, it's I mean, it's all in good fun, and as I said, if you can make one person smile and laugh a day, you've done a pretty good job. You've done a pretty good job. So yeah, it looks like kind of resorts down there. Am I mistaken? That looks like, yeah, that's definitely a holiday resort. That's a swimming pool. There's a swimming pool. Definitely, that's a swimming pool. Those are holiday resorts. Definitely. Yep. But then again, the Black Sea is very well known for its holiday resorts. Apparently, there are a lot of swimming pools down there. I mean, you got all this water, and what do? Well, let's make a swimming pool. I mean, come on. So yeah, the flight sim community is truly amazing, Blackbeard. Yeah, it is. That's the one thing that has blown me away most of all. I mean, let's face it, this game is brilliant, and it attracts a lot of lovely people. But the community, yeah, exactly. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful. Really am enjoying this, but yeah. Give it time, give it patience. It will turn out great. Trust me, it will turn out great. I promise you that. I promise you. I'll guarantee it even. But, I have not yet seen any form of toxicities as so far. Not seen anyone being nasty or harmful in any way. If someone crashes or someone makes a mistake, it's all, everyone wants to help you out. It's, yeah, it's so nice. It is so nice having so many people having a lot of fun. Truly am enjoying myself in so many ways. So yeah. I've been playing Block Buggy X-Play for... Okay. Yeah. A platform for growth. Exactly. That is quite true. That is quite true, Sim Phoenix. I think you are quite... I mean, we all know what it was like when... I mean, it's basically... it starts out as a platform. They give the basics, and then they expect the third-party developers to develop the add-ons and develop it further. That's also how it's mostly been. So yeah, I quite agree, Sim Phoenix. I don't think in 2 years' time this game will be even close to what it is now. And I can't imagine how that will be. I mean, I can't even imagine how that will be. So yeah. You know, it's exactly, yeah. So many third-party developers. And you see them already working on quite a lot. I mean, there are like 3 companies that are doing the Concorde now. They are in the pipeline for stuff like that. There's a company that's creating a third-party add-on for a Spitfire. A Spitfire, guys. The F-15 is coming. The F-14 Tomcat is coming. The F-18 is coming. So many commercial airplanes that are now waiting in the wings to be released. And I don't mean the ones that we got now with the inoperable. No. So much more. So much more. Full working aircraft. It's just a matter of time. It's not if it's going to happen, but when it's going to happen. It's simple as that. We just have to wait for it. So many planes. Yeah. 737 full study. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I agree with that, Surtlo. I truly agree with that. That they are doing the GPS. They do have to fix that before everything else comes along. But yeah, they are making so much progress. You know, and as I said, the Q&A that we already had now is so promising. It is so promising for what's going to come next. So yeah, I am truly looking forward to things like that. So yeah, I mean the list just goes on and on and on of what's about to come, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious, this game. I mean, it is. Let's face it. It already is. It already is. In my opinion, it already is. And of course, I've never played X-Plane. I didn't. So I can't. I have no measure for comparison. I don't. I admit that. But this has been a joy so far. It truly has been. It truly has been a joy. You know. So it can only get better, in my opinion. It's yeah. Yeah, exactly, Surtlo, yeah. Yeah. It's going to be so much third-party based. You mean, and the thing is though, that what I find somewhat funny is new people who are getting who are getting into flight simming because of this game for the first time. They don't expect that they have to pay for third-party developments. They see it like downloadable content, which it isn't. So that's it. I've already spoken to a lot of people who don't know how this model works, who are somewhat, well, angry is maybe a large word, but are somewhat disappointed by it. Saying, yeah, well, it's DLC and stuff. No, it's not. It's third-party developers. It is quite normal in X-Plane to like pay $20 for an airplane, or $30, or $25 for a city upgrade. That's the normal thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's you know, it's really hard for people to really hard for gamers who are now getting into Flight Simulator to explain to them this is not DLC. It's not the same thing. You know? Exactly. $125 for a study airplane, a study level airplane. But what they don't get is that you get a full working, actually one-to-one simulation of the aircraft. It's like so advanced in flight model and in operation compared to what we have now. This is, let's face it. I mean, the fact that I can easily fly a Cessna 172 like this, it's, I mean, this is to me, it's like gaming level, and I've got everything on. Yeah, we want the Concorde. Yeah, exactly, Ween. Exactly. Good to see you that you're here. Good to see you here, man. So yeah, it's hiya. It's yeah, you know, it's a difference between playing the game and playing the simulation. And yeah, it's a totally different thing. But the Concorde is coming. It's like there are 3 third-party developers that are basically developing the Concorde. So yeah, a lot of really nice houses here on the Black Sea, guys. We are now skirting the Black Sea. This is the Black Sea, and a lot of it. We are skirting it north on our way to Varna, which is the 3rd largest city in Bulgaria. Basically, it's a population of it. Basically, it's a seaport, the largest seaport for Bulgaria at the moment. And from Varna, we will be crossing into Romania. We will be heading to Constanta, which is also a seaside resort for Romania, and then we will be flying on to Bucharest. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Bucharest, I'm looking forward to. It also has a landmark, so yeah, it should be really interesting. But yeah, I have no idea what this game is going to be like in like a year's time, or in 2 years. Can you imagine, guys? 2 years time, what this game is going to be looking like? I mean, wow. Yeah, go for it, Indalia. If you can start the poll. We also had Malta. We had Malta added, by the way. Malta is also on the list. So yeah, if we can get the poll working, we're going to do the poll, I think, guys. Thank you very much, X-Pilot. I hope to see you soon again. And I hope you have a very nice stream yourself. So yeah, the next one will be next Wednesday, by the way. I usually stream from Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 1 p.m. to about 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So that's Amsterdam, Paris time. Yeah. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, by the way. Yes, very important. It's we are nearing the weekend, guys. It's nearly weekend. Oh yeah, it's nearly weekend. We are flying across the Baltic Sea. Oh no, the Black Sea. Haha. We already did the Baltic Sea. So yeah. Hydrate. Muy importante. Let's see where we are, guys. We are now. I must get one. 2 years time we have to build an iPad. Oh yeah. It will all in 2 years time. It will all be integrated. Blackbeard. I'm pretty dang sure. Have a nice day, man. Have a nice day. Thank you for being here, Sim Phoenix. Always love having you here, man. Always love having you here. Have a wonderful and excellent day. Yes, especially for you. Bye bye. Thank you for joining, man. So yeah, it's. It is, I have no idea what this game is going to look like in 2 years, 5 years. And I'm pretty sure I'll still be here, flying all around the world. So yeah, in 2 years' time, where will I be in 2 years' time? I think in a year's time I will be flying basically near Africa. I think in 2 years' time we'll be hitting Asia. Wait, people, wait, don't go. We have a poll coming up. No, we still have enough people in the chat. It's fine. Just run it. I can imagine, Blackbeard, especially if you like to fly commercial airplanes, and I can imagine the frustration. Yeah, I can imagine. But I'm pretty sure that it will be resolved quite quickly, actually. It would surprise me if it would be. So yeah. Oh, there we have the poll, guys. Ah, brilliant. I'm voting for Lelystad. Haha. Innsbruck, we got one. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's because I paid like. That's the thing, you know. It's an investment. Suddenly it becomes. I've already. Well, I've paid for the premium version in this case, so that cost me sent me back 120 euros. Which I'm fine with. That's fine. But I also paid for Copenhagen. That's like 15 euros or something like that. So it's slowly but steadily creeping into the game, and then you keep on building it, and you start investing it. You don't want to lose that investment. Oh, by the way, also do remember that third-party developments will give you discounts if you already own it on X-Plane or any other platform. So if you keep that in mind, Blackbeard. I already heard that a lot of third-party developers are giving previous owners of downloadable content that they got for X-Plane and is now coming out on Microsoft Simulator, that they are giving them discounts. So yeah, that's very interesting. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for doing this. I really enjoy this, actually. Ooh, we are now having Innsbruck and Vilnius are head-to-head, guys. Come on, get those votes in. Get those votes in. Who hasn't got love yet? Oh, Malt, everyone's got love. Milan is also very nice, yeah. Yeah, you got. I mean, if I, you know, the thing is, because now that the only big thing coming up now is actually just in AMD with Big Navi, so that might throw things into a bit of a loop. But other than that, the market has once again settled. You know, the big processors from AMD and Intel are out now. They won't be announcing again, I think, until at least May or June next year, or in September even. They just released the new NVIDIA cards, so those are coming up. So the only thing that's actually going to change everything up again, maybe, is Big Navi. So yeah. Oh, which one? Which brand are you getting, Blackbeard, if I may ask? Are you getting the honeycomb or going for even more advanced? What's it called? Yoko, I think? That looked really nice. But I also have my eye on those honeycomb. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really enjoy the Logitech ones. They are so helpful having a yoke. I mean, oh yeah. Yoko, oh no. You can be my Yoko, oh no. You can follow me wherever I go. So yeah. Exactly. So yeah. Oh, the honeycomb one. That looks really good. Yeah. Especially the throttle quadrant. Wow, that looks so nice. Where's the yellow card? We need a red card. We truly need a red card. I think that there in the distance is Varna, guys. Yeah. That is Varna right over there. The Airbus quadrant, so the big one basically. Yeah, ooh, that's looking lovely. It also got the metal finishes and stuff like that, doesn't it? It looks so good. Oh, but also the honeycomb yoke looks very nice. The fact that you can do a full 90 degrees, that's so cool. And all the extra buttons and switches on the console themselves, it basically makes it worth it. So yeah, especially if you play a lot of flight simulator games, it's, guys, if you can, and you're just starting out this game, I know it is quite an investment. If you plan to play this game for a long time, invest into something like a flight yoke. I mean, they're really hard to get at right now, so you have to be patient, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. It makes the game so much more easy and enjoyable. It truly does. The big Boeing quadrant even. Oh yeah. Going for the full force. Whoa! Did you guys see that? What was that? That was thunder. That was a lightning strike. Yeah, it is sold out everywhere. I think that's thunder, guys. No glitch. That's actual thunder. Go big or go home, exactly. That was actual thunder. You heard the thunderstorm. Oh, Runic, if you can get your hands on either a HOTAS or a yoke in the future, oh, please do so. It will make your game so much more enjoyable, Runic. It really will. It really will. Yeah. I mean, kudos, man, that you are doing it on a keyboard. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. Freak lightning, exactly. No, there again. What's going on? I'm flying through a lightning storm suddenly. Ha! Exactly. That is pretty dang cool. That is weird. Let's see if I can zoom out a little. Yep. I think that's the thunderstorm actually right there. That's the first time I can confirm it's a thunderstorm. You can hear the thunder in the distance. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that was definitely lightning right there. Very, very frightening. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo. Oh no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. I usually only do that when I'm extremely drunk. Not that I find this an incredible, incredible song. Wow! And they say thunder and they say lightning. It will never strike twice. Name that tune. I am drunk. No, I'm not. This is actually water. Yeah. Not sure, Runic, actually. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure. Maybe. Would be cool. Gotta hope not, but... Where is it? The Gods of Thunder. Why are you looking up at the sky? Well, it's flashing. That is pretty dang cool, actually. Although I do have to get, of course, on course again. Oh yeah, don't forget, guys. We have a poll up. Don't forget. Yeah, he'll save every one of us. Waha! That was a cool one. Right there. This is pretty dang cool, guys. Savior of the universe, exactly, yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, really? They do? Cool. Look at that, guys. That is pretty dang cool, actually. Flying through a thunderstorm. Never had that before. Well, yeah, it is. It is possible, of course. It wasn't on my flight, actually. I checked it this morning. We should not have had a thunderstorm. We should not have had a thunderstorm, actually. So, this is quite a surprise. I checked the Windy website this morning to see if we would have good weather, and we would, and it still is. It's still very good weather, though. But yeah, I did not expect to have a thunderstorm develop over Burgas. Oh no, it's Varna. No, it's Varna. No, it's Varna. That's Varna. By the way, we are now heading up towards Romania. So we are leaving Bulgaria, and we are now... Yeah, I think it changed. I think it actually changed. Check Windy. Let's see. Let's make sure I don't get too much off course. Let's see. Rain and thunder. Nope, it doesn't say there should be any rain or thunder here at the moment. No, Burgos is good, apparently, right now. But it may be. I heard that they also mentioned that. All right. Ooh, Innsbruck is going up quite quickly, guys. Innsbruck is going up quite quickly. We still have Vilnius in second place, by the way. Then Milan, Lelystad, and Malta. So make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Oh, I just closed the poll, I think. Ah, Innsbruck is the winner. All right. The poll is over. Okay. It is Innsbruck. Okay, guys. Apparently, when I crash, I fly from Innsbruck. So Innsbruck is my save point. Should I crash? Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. Should I? Should I? Whoa! That was cool. Sorry. But yeah, should I crash? I will be starting from Innsbruck and then flying back. So yeah. But the robot is French, not Irish. But a French robot does not give a damn. They don't care. Yes, a French robot does not care. You see, I am drinking vodka right here on stream. I don't care. A French robot. Yeah. No. Water. Water, by the way. Water. And it's leaking! That's not good. It's leaking everywhere. Well, it makes things interesting. Like Michelle from Gilmore Girls. Ooh. Chick things! Scary! But yeah, guys, it's yeah, that was kind of unexpected that we hit a thunderstorm right there. Apparently, still beautiful blue skies and lots and lots of sunshine, but also lightning. So yeah, really cool. And I did not expect that we would actually get also get the sound effects from it. That's pretty dang cool as well. I really did not expect that. But look at this, guys. Look at the sea right down there. Look at the reflections, the way the waves are hitting the beach. That is so cool. That is so cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Varna approach Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November Golf 2,600 feet.
I like that a lot, guys. Still thunder, still lightning. In the distance, right there. That's where we are coming from. That's Varna, and we are now heading up to Constanta, actually. We are truly making good progress. So, yeah. But I'm enjoying this flight so far, guys. I am. I really am enjoying this flight. It has been really cool to see the Black Sea. Lovely weather so far. Beautiful countryside. We just came out of the mountains from Sofia. So yeah. No. No pirating. No pirating, guys. Yarr, scurvy! Yarr! I be a pirate. Yeah. When was Talk Like a Pirate Day, actually? I think it was a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Talk Like a Pirate Day. Still flashing, still thunder, still lightning. It's following us around. Alright, we are leaving airspace. What's that? Oh, okay, so that's... yeah, that's basically the airport right there. Nice golf course, apparently. This looks like a golf course. Yeah, that's a golf course. That's definitely a golf course. Oh, yeah. It's a golf... That's a pretty dang big golf course, actually. Sleep Anita as a pirate. Yarr! Hence the name Blackbeard, I presume. Hence the name Blackbeard. Look at that, guys. Truly, truly beautiful. I drink rum and eat apples. You savvy? Let's face it, Jack Sparrow was pretty dang cool. Was, the first two. After that, went down somewhat. Sea biscuits. He roams the high seas. Aye. Queen Anne's Revenge, of course it is. That was the only name that Blackbeard could sail on, couldn't it? Didn't they recently find it, actually? Because it's sunk somewhere off the coast of Maine, I think. And they found it again. The Queen's End Revenge. I'm Harold. But I think they recently discovered the resting place of Queen's End Revenge. Off the coast of Maine, I think, as I said. Not sure. Guys, I am truly enjoying this flight so far. I am. And as I said, this game can only get better and better and better. What will it be like in 1 year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, for that matter? You know? I eat raw chocolate. Not too much, you'll get drunk. What did you... How did you get so drunk, sir? Well, officer, you won't believe this, but... yeah, I'd probably be halfway, yeah. Yeah. I'll probably be halfway. I was thinking of doing a planning session again for Scandinavia, at least. So I think I may be adding another 4,000 nautical miles to my journey. Basically, yeah. So this weekend I'm going to see if first there are a few things I'm going to see if I can get to work. First off is the Discord channel. We will be getting a Discord channel for all of us. So that will be interesting. Having to add different channels and stuff like that, so we can have a bit of fun there. I want to see if it's possible to... by the way, ShoneyGaming.com is also online, and maybe in the future we will be posting my flight plans there. For now, it just links straight to my Twitch channel, but should you look up ShoneyGaming.com, you will get to my Twitch channel. But that's in the pipeline. We'll be looking into emotes that we will be making available for followers, as well as special emotes for the subs that we are having right now. So yeah, that's also a thing. There's a lot going on. There's a truly a lot going on. So yeah. You mean what did you hear about Black Bear? Oh yeah, the guy who was yeah, who got a ticket because his alcohol basically created his body basically created alcohol. That was really weird. Yeah. It's really strange story that. I think it was a guy in the Netherlands, was it? And he has a certain disease or something like that, which means that his body converts sugar into alcohol. Yeah. So he's basically always drunk. Not that he notices that, but... yeah, that was the one. It was really weird. As a wise man once said, nature will always find a way. Nature will always find a way. It will. It will. Cheers, by the way, guys. Hydrate. Life will find a way. Exactly, that was the one. Oh god, it's leaking all over. Why is it leaking? It's leaking. Yeah. Well. Bit of a shame that ended up in my lap. I have a drinking problem as well, yeah. That guy even can't consume a normal sip of water. No, we can't. He's such a noob. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Alright, guys, we are now heading up towards Constanta. And Constanta does have also a few nice spots there, so yeah. See you later, man. Glad you could join us. Glad you could join us for the fun. And hope to see you soon again. Hope you are doing well and hope you have a lovely weekend. So there. Work calls, well, sir, I salute you. Sir, I salute you. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Of course, man, you're always welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. So please, please don't feel free to join whenever you want and like. Yeah, no, there's no obligations whatsoever. You are quite welcome. So yeah, it's that's the thing I would like the most out of this, out of these streams, just for people to have fun, just to people to feel comfortable and have a laugh. You know, that's the most important thing to me. That is truly the most important thing to me. And of course, flying this awesome flight. Hey, Swordfish, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hello. Glad you could join us. Glad you could join us. Hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Hope you are having a wonderful day. And yeah, we are now flying from Plovdiv, where we landed yesterday in Bulgaria. We are now already in Romania. We are heading towards Constanta and then on to Bucharest in Romania. So we are well, basically on our way. Yeah, I think we still have at least an hour and 15 minutes of flight left. Yeah, that may be actually quite correct right now. An hour left, maybe. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's kind of correct actually. We were having issues with the Flight Sim Toolkit. For some reason, it just wouldn't line up really good and stuff like that. But now it just seems to have picked up again. So yeah. Fortunately, it's working again! Yay! Woohoo! It's working. It's working. So yeah. But no, we are flying now to Constanta on the Black Sea coast. Right there we have the Black Sea coast. You missed out on something really cool. We just flew while in the sun, and with a few clouds. We flew through a thunderstorm. So yeah, that was pretty dang cool. Clear as day, and still there were thunder strikes everywhere. It was really cool. You could hear the thunder rolling around us. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the post, for the clip, Flo. Thank you very much. So yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, we are now flying towards Constanta, and then we are going on to Bucharest. And Bucharest has a actual, what's it called? A landmark. So we are going to try to find the Palace of Parliament, also known as the old Ceausescu base of power. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to find, and it's apparently quite easy to find. It's just one big lane. It looks a bit like the Champs-Élysées in Paris. Really long street onto the Palace of Parliament. So yeah. But now we are flying basically across the coastline of the Black Sea. We are heading north. If you're looking, if you want to see where I'm flying at the moment, by the way, you can follow me live. If you click that link below, you can find the live map. I am, for as far as I can see, the only one flying on the eastern coast of, or the western coast of the Black Sea. So that's me. If you see that little blue plane there, it says Shoney Gaming. You can't miss it. It's right there. So that's pretty dang cool, actually. And yeah, we are moving, we are grooving, guys. We are truly on our way. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, what do I need to get here? Yeah, I need to get my chat back. There it is. Thunder in a clear sky, exactly. It's really weird. It was really weird, but it's really cool to see, actually. I really enjoyed that. And look at that coastline right there, guys. Look at that. Look at the way the waves are crashing onto the beach. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. They also, by the way, stated that the reflection thing, which no longer works, is somewhat of a bug. So yeah, they are looking into that. And it has to do with the way the game renders lighting in the distance or something like that. So they will be looking into that, and that should also be patched in the future. So we will be getting back those nice evening and nighttime reflections on the water again. That's cool. It does seem to work though for landmarks still. So landmarks still will still reflect light, but other buildings won't. Somehow it's also something that broke in the latest patch. But yeah, you know, it's yeah, that's just the way it is. Sometimes things break. for no reason whatsoever. But I truly am glad they are working on it. They are working feverishly on it, apparently. So it's, yeah, fingers crossed that it will be looking good. Things will never be the same. Exactly, they will. Exactly. Dang good song, by the way. Name that off. Name that singer. Name that singer. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. So yeah. By the way, it's Bruce Hornsby. But it's yeah, they are working feverishly, and there are so many cool things coming up, so many cool features. I mean, the third-party developers alone are working on so many things, guys. So many beautiful things. It's going to be wonderful, this. And it's going, yeah. You know, I'm so glad that I committed to this flight, even though it is, there we go, we're still having thunder here. It seems to be following me around. Maybe that's the bug now. By the way, I think that is Constanta right there. So that would mean now we are looking for a few things. I am looking for the Ovid Square and the casino and the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul. Apparently there are worldwide a lot of cathedrals named St. Peter and Paul, especially in Central and Eastern Europe.
Bucharest Center, Cessna Papa
And it
Hotel,
should be
Sierra
somewhere
November
around
Golf, type
there.
Cessna Skyhawk,
And the
115
casino is
south,
apparently very
Sierra.
iconic there.
Request flight
I'm not... whoa! Apparently the weather is trying to tell me something. It still is, apparently,
Squawk 0003 Cessna, Sierra
very
November Golf.
much lightning, very much... it's not raining, though. There it goes. It is following me up. That's funny. Alright, guys, this is Constanta. And I... there it goes. That is pretty dang cool. Hey, Donald Papan. Hi, man. Hi, good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful flight, man. Hope you had a wonderful flight. Let's see. The flight is going pretty dang well, actually. It's, for now we are on our last leg. We are now flying over Constanta on the Black Sea. We just hit Romania. And I think there is the old town, if I'm not mistaken. Is this Constanta? Oh no, this is not Constanta. We are not there yet, guys. We are not there yet. Constanta is still a bit way off. It's more like over there. Ended up in a 6 hour... Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Did you finish the flight, by the way, Don? Ooh, glad you landed, man. Glad you landed. Glad to hear. Well, we are now flying across the Baltic Sea, and apparently we are followed by a thunderstorm right there. It is following us around. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Glad you made it. Made it and paid for it. Oh, that's so cool. Lots and lots of tea now. Yep, definitely. I say, hang back, have a cuppa, have some fun, join us in chat. While we are amazed by this wonderful and strange weather. We had a beautiful flight up to when we hit the Black Sea coast, and then this started to happen. This started to happen. So that's pretty dang cool. Chamomile. Okay. But yeah, it's you are. What's the time in Japan right now? Where you are? Because you will be. It will be late in the evening now, won't it? I'm pretty dang sure. Yep. Yeah, they are. They are. It took me quite by surprise, to be honest. Yeah. It took me quite by surprise. But I think it's pretty dang cool, actually.
Sierra November
I never seen Thunder before, so yeah.
Precision Charlie airspace.
Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra
Let's see,
November
let's
Golf,
see.
Bucharest Center.
That... Is that... I think that's Constanza. Or is this Constanta? That might be. I'm not sure, actually. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sierra
No.
November Golf, please acknowledge.
This is not Constanta. Way there in the back. It's Constanta. So this is... You have to look this up, guys. Continesti. Yeah.
Sierra November Golf, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I did. I did.
Cleared for Charlie airspace Cessna Sierra November.
I heard you. I heard you the first time. I heard you, dear. Now there should be Constanta. Yeah. Right there. Although it is not portrayed correctly, I think. This isn't it, is it? No, this isn't it. No, that's not Constanta. No, definitely not. Nope, nope, definitely not. Yep, we are still good. We are still good. We are still good. It's way in the distance over there. And Constanta is a well-known holiday destination in Romania, apparently. And it was also it's also known for its casino there, and its casino is situated out on a well, it's not really a peninsula, but more like a sort of natural pier thing. It looks really cool, actually. If you can look it up, it looks really cool. It should be, I think it's there. And also it has a sea park. It also has a sea park, apparently. Yeah, it's there. That's it. That's it. It's right there. So it's now basically my GPS is pointing me towards Bucharest, but I still want to find that that casino, basically. By the way, guys, hydrate. Make sure you drink. Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right. I will be going down now because I want to fly over. I think that's the harbor right there. Fallout 4 again. Well, there are worse games you can play, Sirtlo. There are worse games you can play, let's face it. Fallout 4 is still a very, very good game. Very good game. It is still a very, very good game. 3 hours. About 3 hours. Yeah. About 3 hours. So it's not bad, actually. It's going pretty dang well. It is. We are now basically on our last leg. And we are now flying over Constanta. Then we are heading off towards the west, towards Bucharest. And then we will be landing. So yeah. So it's not bad, actually. It's actually been a very, very pleasant flight so far, I must admit. It's really nice. I mean, the coast of the Black Sea is much prettier than I expected, actually. Yeah, really nice views, really nice vistas. It's really looking cool so far. So I'm not complaining. Yeah, But we are heading down a little bit. I want to see that casino, or at least kind of find it. And then we'll heading off to Bucharest, see the last
Approach Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November
the last
Golf,
few
1,900
landmarks.
feet.
Put her down in Bucharest, and then we will be preparing our flight because we will be flying tomorrow. We will be, or tomorrow, no, next Wednesday we will be flying towards Moldova and then on to the Ukraine. So yeah, that will be the next one. I never complain. No, I don't. I don't. Especially when I'm playing this game, I don't complain. Oh no, 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 no. You know me. It's all about the fun here. It's all about the fun. It's about the laughs. It's about the friendship. It's about the companionship. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I hardly ever complain.
Approach Cessna Papa
I'm enjoying
Hotel,
myself so
Sierra
much.
November Golf. Request clearance to transition Charlie Air.
I'm enjoying myself truly, truly a lot. And there's so much to see in this on this beautiful planet of ours. So much to find, so much to see, so much to explore. So come on, you know, why wouldn't you want to fly around the world? Why wouldn't you want to see every country? Why wouldn't you? Other than, yeah, it is quite a commitment. It takes a long time. Yes, it does. But I'll take that for granted. That's just a bonus in my opinion. Haha. But I'm glad we also got to pick our save point in Europe, actually. I really am glad. Innsbruck. That's pretty cool. Which means I have to download the download the DLC for that. The third-party developed app. Alright, guys. I think that small outbreak there, that's where the... this is where the right here on the ocean shore, that's the casino, and then all the other cathedrals and stuff, they're all basically situated in this really small part right there. So should you ever come to Constanza on the Black Sea, that's the place to go. Then you can go off. There's actually a seaport right there as well, but this is the casino. This is the casino. Yeah, this is it. Unfortunately, it's not depicted very well. But that's the casino right there. And apparently it is very, very well known, even among Russians and stuff like that. It's... yeah, that's the one of the cathedrals, but it's not depicted very well, unfortunately. Yeah. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. But it was kind of expected. It's, you know, the thing is, we, especially in Central and Eastern Europe, it's not very rendered very well. You know, it's all very generic and very standard, and that's yeah, a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. And right there, yeah, that's the ocean park right there, the aquatic park. Ha, cool. We found it. We found it. We actually found it. It's right there. That's the football stadium, which is also not rendered very well, apparently. Just one building. Ah. But that, yeah, that's the aquatic sea park right there. And there. Yep. Alright, guys. We found it, which means we are off to Bucharest. Well, it's not bad, actually. I mean, it looks... This is kind of like a special beach area, apparently, for holiday destinations. And this as well, I think. So it's yeah. And the climate is very nice here, apparently. So yeah, it's truly is a nice holiday destination, apparently. So yeah. And if you see the photographs, by the way, they look really, really pretty. The old town looks really pretty. Especially the part we flew over. As I said, it is somewhat of a shame that you can't truly see what it's like. But yeah. You know, I hope they they will be updating stuff like that with the world updates as well. I'm not sure, but have you seen Don Don Pampan? Have you seen any difference in generic buildings in Japan, or is it still basically like this? Because I think they introduced also new building types and building styles, I think. Which makes me truly hopeful for other regions when they start doing it. I'm not sure actually. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping that that would change as well a little bit. I was hoping that that would change. But okay, it is what it is. That's no... it's still very pretty. It's still very beautiful. I still... you still get the gist of it. You still get the general idea, and that's very nice. So yeah. Oh, okay. So it's... You can basically truly see where they redid and remodeled it, and otherwise it's still very much the same. I'm just hoping that in the future Microsoft will be using better satellite imagery to just upgrade the general feel of the game and make it even more beautiful than this. And let's face it, this is already amazing. This is already amazing. So yeah. But I am hoping that they will improve that in the future. So now we are heading towards Bucharest, guys. And Bucharest is 105 nautical miles, so about 200 kilometers. We are flying at 122 knots, so yeah, we should be somewhat under an hour left before we hit Bucharest. Yeah. Yeah, it does look its best when you're high up, but even low VFR flights like this still look amazing to me. And it's not that the cities are disappointing. I mean, it still looks pretty damn awesome, let's face it. But yeah, it's too... In some places it's simply too generic, and that's... I don't think it's the simulator's fault. I think it's mainly fault to the fact that they used the Bing imagery. It's... Yeah. Sometimes it's very old, but if... I mean, the scenery is created by an AI. So if they could train that AI to make it even better and better and better in the future, because let's face it, that's what an AI is supposed to do, get better and better and learn from itself. I mean, this should be in 2 or 3 years' time. This might be the cities might be looking completely different. They might be completely... I mean, I may be wrong here. I may be completely wrong here, but I think, to be honest, that the cities will be improving over time. And not just because they use 3D telemetry like they did with the Japan update and they are now going to do with the USA update. It's not like that. That will just add certain landmarks and stuff like that, or special downtown areas. But just the general... creation of the towns and the general look of cities and towns, I think that will improve as well over time. I'm convinced of it. I'm completely convinced of it. So yeah, it's what this game will be like in 3 or 5 years time, I have no idea, but already this is such a gift. Look at this, guys. Look at the way the river, the sun is reflected in the river. It is so pretty. It is simple things like that that make this game look so amazing. I mean, come on. That is just a pretty picture. Even the models of the planes, they look so pretty, and everything works. I mean, put on the flaps, you see the flaps. I mean, it just works. It just works, and it looks amazing. Exciting things truly lie ahead. Yeah, Donald. Yeah, they really lie ahead. I mean, I don't see how you can't get excited by this already, other than that you get frustrated by the bugs right now. I'll give you that, you know? But the fact that this game looks the way it looks right now, right out of the box, is just incredible. It is just, basically, it is incredible. So yeah, it's you know, there is only one way, and this is going to go, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. This game will not, it does not disappoint now, and it will definitely not disappoint in the future. And anyone who says so, that says that isn't true, in my humble opinion, is lying. It's just, you know, even simple vistas and views like this, the country in itself is very meh, you know. It's not yeah, it's not great, no. I mean, the countryside here is not that beautiful, and then you slowly but steadily start heading up into mountains, or you cross lakes, or see forest looming up, and it's incredible. It is just amazing. I mean, let's face it, this is just one large canal heading straight for Bucharest, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. It's just, how did they do that? Oh, cool! Nice to see Dragas again here as well. Yeah, nice to see him as well. Nice. Everyone is welcome here, as always. I love to have one of you guys in here, just, or 100 of you, I don't mind. As long as we all are having fun, I'm fine. I'm fine. That brings a smile to my face. That brings a smile to my face. It's always nice having people here. So yeah, yeah. But no more than 100. Well, maybe not. I say the more the merrier. The more the merrier, you know? That's me, but that's just me. That's just me. Otherwise, we may have to put you in charge of many more mods. And I said, yeah, he's gonna come. Oh, well, excellent. Send in my love and my best wishes to him, at least. At least do that. So send him I said hi. So, yeah. Always cool. Always cool. So, yeah, guys, I mean, this is not very beautiful landscape, but still, the way it is rendered, the way it looks. I mean, the fact that we were just flying through a thunderstorm. A thunderstorm! Come on, guys! How cool is that? That is so cool. That is so cool to me. It just amazes me the way things look and feel, and, you know, it's... And today, I must say, we have been very lucky with the weather. I mean, other than the freak thunderstorm that we had, the weather has been great. It has been beautiful. I mean, very lovely seaside weather, I must admit. I love to go at the seaside, but yeah, it's pretty dang good. You know what? I am going to decrease the altitude a little bit. Let's do 3,000. Yeah, just to make sure that we. Should I have to switch over to autopilot, which I don't think I will, but still, should I be? We will still have very nice views, so yeah. And for those that do not know, I am flying everything, well, mostly everything I will be flying it manually, so no autopilot here. As you can see, there's the proof. It's now on, it's off. It is off, so no autopilot right there. I am flying manually. I will only be flying on autopilot when we will be doing the long distance flights towards certain islands, or for instance towards New Zealand. That will be a long way off, so I'm not very worried about that one. But yeah, then we will be using the autopilot, mainly because I want to fly as economically as possible. So that will be really slow flights. I will be flying at about 60-70 knots, somewhere in the vicinity like that. It will be a long flight, but we will be needing to do that to make sure that we can reach the full max 600 nautical miles. So yeah, it's going to be a truly interesting flight. It's going to be a truly interesting flight. I should be able to reach it. I should be able to reach places like the Seychelles, places like New Zealand, for instance. But it will be interesting. Yeah, it will be definitely interesting to watch that. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, guys. But for now, we are still flying overland, so no autopilot here. I am flying completely without autopilot, just manually, which makes it more enjoyable to me. Gives me something to do other than doing this, which I still can, but of course I still can. Now we are headed towards, where are we headed to? What is the airport that we are headed for? Bucharest Airport, which is LRBS. LRBS, yeah. So that's the one I need to remember right now. LRBS, yeah. Well, funny you should say that, Swordfish. Funny you should say that. My brother-in-law is Malvius Gaming, and he also flies the Airbus quite a lot, actually. What we are planning to do, actually, is a very, very, very long distance flight. So we are trying to see if we can do extremely long distance flights over several hours. Basically flying around 20 hours. There probably will be a landing in between, but we will be doing that on VATSIM as well. So in a live server ATC environment with a Airbus, but unfortunately the Airbus is really glitchy at the moment, so we won't be doing it right now. But yeah, also by the way, go check out Malvius, go check out Don Don Pampan's streams. If he's on, those are really cool guys. Check him out. But yeah, it's yeah, Star Wars Squadron came out and people can't fight jokes. No kidding. Huh. I wonder how that came to be. I wonder how that came to be. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed. What we want to do is we will be setting up our PCs next to each other, and we will be then using a shared cockpit software, so that he is the pilot and I can be the co-pilot. So yeah, we already tried out the shared cockpit, and it basically works. But yeah, old school on, yeah. So yeah, Malvius and me, yeah. So we will be sitting next to each other, controlling the plane. He has a flight joke, I have a flight joke, and we will be using that. But we will be using a shared cockpit environment. So yeah. But it's going to be a little while off because, as I said, at the moment the Airbus is completely broken, apparently. Or at least it is broken enough so that we won't be able to do that. And we will be doing it on VATSIM. If you don't know what VATSIM is a real-life ATC group that you can log onto through the game. And you just have to follow the ATC is, from the game is basically replaced by actual real-life ATC air traffic controllers who will guide you around the world. That's really cool. You have to obey everything they say. You have to do readbacks. It's he's already done that quite a few times, and it's very enjoyable to watch. But I'm somewhat still somewhat daunted about it. So yeah, it's if you don't know what it is, go check it out. VetSim has a website itself, and it's yeah, but it's really, really, really cool. Where are we now, guys? We are making good progress. We are moving. We are grooving. Still about 80 nautical miles to go. 80 nautical miles. Oh, look at that. Even in very, very, yeah, let's just say uneventful scenery, stuff like this pops up. Come on. Isn't that a pretty sight? The way the rivers flow through the countryside, and the beautiful sun bouncing off it. Come on, that is something very. Melvius is a really cool guy. Go check him out. He is nice. As I said, Melvius is cool. Also, check out Don Don Pompon's streams. He's also a very cool guy. Streams from Japan. So yeah, does a lot of on air. So if you want to see how on air works, go check him out. Go check him out. Go check him out. So it's yeah, it's. I mean, even with simple flights, simple things like this. Pretty. So dang pretty. And it's so easy to fly the 172, guys. It is truly so nice. It's such a nice plane. It takes you by the hand, and it, yeah. It is truly pretty dang cool. I'm enjoying this, guys. I really am enjoying this. You know, when you watch streamers and playing this game, even when I watch other streamers, this game still brings a smile to my face. Hey, Dragas! Good morning to you! Good afternoon to the rest of us. Good night to some people on the other side of the world. I am enjoying myself. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome back, man. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Hope you're having a lovely Friday already. So yeah, we are now flying towards Bucharest. By the way, we are in Romania. I have a new command which you can do. #! Map. If you click the map, you will be transported towards SimToolkit. Then zoom in on Romania, and I'm the only one flying there. So I'm still the only one flying there. Really cool. So yeah, it's we are. Oh, what's happening here? There was something strange going on right there. So yeah, it's flying testing on air, online air manager. Okay, which one are you? You are flying on air, I'm guessing, Dragos. Because if you are, you should definitely check out Don Don Pompon's stream. And Don Don Pompon is still. I'm not sure if Don Don is still in chat, but he can help you a lot with that. On air is truly really cool. Setting up the company itself, and then having to fly all the cargo around and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, all those people are real people. Yeah, they are. They are real people on the map. Yeah. He's still here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, go check him out, guys. Go check him and give him a follow. He's a really cool guy. So yeah. Now, all the people that you see on that map are actual people flying Swordfish. Yeah. They are using SimToolkit Pro, which is really helpful if you want to track your flights and stuff like that. You're on your ninth? Oh, okay. Excellent. Cool. Really cool. Ah, lovely, Dragas. Good to hear, good to hear. I hope you are enjoying your flights as much as I am. And if so, you are having a wonderful time, I'm guessing. Yeah, SimToolkit is really an amazing tool if you're flying Flight Simulator. The only thing I have issues with is the flight following, the flight plan. I somehow can't get it to work correctly, or it just it takes a lot of time to get my VFR flights right. That's really annoying. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Exactly. But seeing as I'm flying in quite distant regions, yeah, I had the same thing. And apparently it's possible to integrate the flight plan that you have in Microsoft Flight Simulator and load it into SimToolkit Pro. I have no idea how, but apparently you can do that. So I'm going to see if that's possible during this weekend. See if I can get that to work. If that would be working, that will be so much easier. That will be so helpful. If that was true. I truly hope it's true. So yeah. By the way, hydrate, guys. Hydrate. But yeah, it's SimToolkit Pro is really... Oh, and by the way, SimToolkit is free. It's a free app. You can donate to them if you like. And it's free. It's just a free app, and it's an incredibly helpful tool if you want to log your flights, see where you're going, see where you're headed. But also, if you're a streamer, it gives you, for instance, the in-flight map right here, and it gives you the extra bar right on the top. So all this information here, it gives you an extra bot for with some commands. So, for instance, we can do stuff like this. AAR. I think it was. No, it wasn't. Well, at least this one works. My current ET, so I'm still flying estimated time of en route and stuff like that. Change the line color for the flight path. You mean in SimToolkit Pro or in Flight Simulator, Dragas? I'm guessing SimToolkit Pro, but I am guessing SimToolkit Pro. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Don't worry. Dragas is also checking out on air at the moment. I suggested he have a look at your streams and... oh, okay. The line under my stats. Oh, that one. That's if you start your flight plan. You have to start it and then... Oh, yours is red. Oh, okay. So it's actually... okay. You can change that in the settings, I think. There is under streaming. You can change the accent color of it in the streaming overlay, and you can change the accent color right there. So yeah. And then you can change everything there. You can also change. It didn't change. Okay, yeah. Well, oh, that's kind of weird. Well, it changed for me. So, not sure if why it doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. You can configure the color. Exactly. That's what I said. But apparently, it does not work for Dragons. Unfortunately, sorry, buffering. No problem, man. No problem. Yeah, it's kind of finicky, indeed. Yeah, it's kind of finicky, and that's the thing I also find with the flight planning. It's somehow, what I do is yours. I think it is. What I usually do is I import my flight from SimBrief, but somehow it still does not want to pick up every airport or something if it's a waypoint in between. It just puts on the general lines, and I have to add special waypoints or stuff like that to make it match my flight plan in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That takes up a lot of time. Sometimes I'm busy and doing trying to get it to work. It takes for about half an hour to plan my flight just in SimToolkit Pro, which is somewhat annoying. But yeah, eventually it all works out, and I usually can get it to work. So that's cool. So I don't mind that much, but yeah, it would be nicer if it would be really cool if you could just import the flight plan from Microsoft Flight Simulator straight into SimToolkit Pro. That would be really helpful if that's an option. That would be really helpful. Let me see. Flight planning. I need to go to flight planning. Hello. There we go. Flight planning. No, current flight. That's the one I need. Yeah. So yeah, it is a bit finicky. It is a bit iffy at times, but then again, it's free. You know, Flight Sim Toolkit Pro is free. It doesn't cost us a single dime, and it adds so much lovely features, both to the person who is flying the game, but also to you viewers who now can see the lovely map and the flight information right here. So yeah, it adds a little bit of an extra dimension. So yeah, I mean, let's face it, the airspeed and stuff like that actually isn't that much important because we can see it right here, right there, right there. We can see it, no problem. So it's not all very important, but it's just fun to watch, you know. And especially you can see the line that's creeping up. That's pretty cool. So that's yeah. But I like it mostly because people can follow me on the live map on the website. I like it mostly because of that. Just a shame. I'm not sure if anyone knows, but who's in stream. But yeah, exactly stuff like that. The map that you can see up there, right there. Is there a way to zoom that out, or is this just the basic view? So. Yeah, 27 minutes left. That's quite accurate actually, Swordfish. We are now only 50 nautical miles from 56 nautical miles from Bucharest. So yeah, we are getting really, really close. I think indeed half an hour flight and then we should be done. Yeah. Then it's weekend. Oh yeah. But it would be great if we could do if we could zoom out the map thing right there, because it's basically just zoomed in way too much, in my opinion. Or is it? Yeah, it's zoomed in quite a lot, actually. Yeah, it's zoomed in quite a lot. Yeah, too much. You can, but yeah, okay, but how? I can zoom it on the I can zoom it on the map itself, of course, but I'm not sure how I do it here. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll get it done. I'll get it working. Of course I will. Ha! Sim Toolkit Pro, thou shalt not fool me. Overlay map. Oh, zoom level. Oh, interesting. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's see. Streaming. Overlay map. Zoom level. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Learning every day. Exactly, Dahlia. Ooh, that's a bit much. Let's see. That's a lot better, actually. Oh, I like that. Yeah, no, that's a bit too much. One more level. Cool. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. May not be updating. Oh, it is. It already updated as well. Oh, that's nice. Oh, awesome. That's pretty cool. That's a lot better. Thanks for the tip, Don Don. Awesome. Muchas gracias, señor. Muchas gracias. See. It's, yeah, that's pretty dang cool. We can now see where we're going.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, you are leaving my airspace. Resume on
Okay.
navigation. Contact Bucharest Center on 118.175.
Bucharest Center, we are getting close. Acknowledge the handoff.
118.175 Cessna Sierra November Golf.
Acknowledge the handoff. Contact Bucharest.
Bucharest
There we go.
Center, Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf, 3700.
Hydrate, guys.
Cessna Papa Hotel.
Very, very important.
Continue as planned.
Hydrate.
Altimeter 29 decimal.
But we are a bit high. Let's Let's lose a little altitude, shall we? Why don't you join me? Let's go down together. And we all go down together. Wow. Go down. Bit harsh. Bit harsh. Still climbing. Don't climb. Don't climb. Go down. Go down, plane. Go down. We want to look closer at the ground. Go down. Yes. And also pick up some speed. Making up for lost time. Always handy. Now Bucharest should be very interesting. Actually, there's not much between Bucharest and Constanta and Bucharest, actually. There's a lot of empty space there. Romania does have a lot of empty space, guys. Look at that. Nothing. Basically nothing. Everywhere you look, there's nothing. Small town there. It is apparently Floroica. No idea what it was, but there it is. Floroica, right down there. A few little small towns, very rural area. Romania is very rural, apparently. Has a population of 19 million, by the way. Yeah. And it's 238,000 kilometers, square kilometers. So 92,000 square miles. Pretty damn big country. For 19 million people. A lot of space. And still we have beautiful weather. We are having live weather at the moment. And it is nearing sunset. It is slowly getting late in Bucharest. It's 1 hour ahead of Central European Standard Time. So it's 4 o'clock here in the Netherlands. It's 5 o'clock in Romania at the moment. But we are heading north, not further east, so for now that should remain the same. And then once we hit the Baltic states like Vilnius, or like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, then we will be moving on to Scandinavia. So, and then we will be slowly heading back towards Iceland. That will mean that we will be going about going back in time. Actually, we have to get back in time. So we're bouncing around all over the planet, and so far I'm really am enjoying myself. I mean, 440,000 kilometers. It is an incredible amount. Let's face it, make sure I don't get too low. Yes, okay, heading up again. The Earth is exactly 40,000 kilometers around, if I'm not mistaken, 42 to be exact. And we're doing that 10 times. 10 times. So yeah. And I'm looking forward to every kilometer. Every one of them. There is so much to see on this planet. So much to enjoy. You know. It's all good. And the fact that I'm flying it in a Cessna is amazing to me. That is amazing. That I've come this far even in a Cessna is amazing to me. Flying real time, all over the world. I mean, so cool. It is so cool, guys. It is so cool. And apparently there is a husband and wife who are actually doing it. I'm not crashing so far is a miracle. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, it's actually it amazed me that the C-127, the Cessna 127, 72, sorry, not 127 but 172, is a relative easy plane to fly. I mean, I would have expected it to be much, much harder, but it's not. It truly isn't. And I have all realistic settings on. They're all on. And it's not that hard, actually. I would have expected it to be so much more harder. But it isn't. I mean, it's a joy to fly, basically. I'm not saying that this will be just as easy in real life. Farthest promise, farthest thing. I don't know. I'm not making that comparison. I'm not going there. But to be honest, in game, this is truly easy. If you want to start this game, start out in a plane like this. Start out in a plane like this. The first thing you can do is the lessons which were provided by Microsoft themselves. I highly suggest you do those if you haven't flown before. They do help. They explain a lot. But after that, if you want to just fly around, take a Cessna. It's not that hard. It is a lot easier than I thought it would be. It is a lot easier. Hey, they actually, I think they also fixed the water elevation, because I have not seen that many bridges anymore that were underwater as well, by the way. I've not seen that many of them. There were a lot of glitches with bridges, but apparently they could. Yeah, you know, Don, I get that same feeling that I can actually get it off the ground, but I'm not sure if that's a sort of false sense of security, you know, if it's, you know, or a false sense of self-confidence. But I also think I might be able to get that thing off the ground and even land it again. Yeah, that's a thing, actually. Yeah. That's actually a thing, my dear. Yes, it is. In a year, we will find out. As most of you may not know, but Kadilu promised me that, yeah, in a year's time, when I have flown this a year, we're playing tunes on the radio from the tower, yeah. Highway to the danger zone. In a year's time, if I've flown a year, basically from the day that I started, so that will be in August next year. Kadilu promised me a flight in an actual Cessna 172 G1000. So yeah, and I will get a few lessons and see if I can actually get this thing off the ground with all my flying experience that we all have gathered here over the coming year. So yeah, that will be interesting. And yes, we will see if we will be able to put that on stream. Yes, I am. I am truly blessed. I am truly blessed. Yes, I am. I am highly aware of how lucky I am. I am highly aware of how lucky I am. And I'm very grateful for that. I am. I'm humbled and I'm grateful. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if I can get this crate actually off the ground in real life. But as you said, I may be overconfident, but I think I may be able to get this thing off the ground. Would be interesting to watch. Yes, your cooking is fine. Your cooking skills are fine, dear. They are. Yeah, exactly. And they have an hour. I see if it's a flight about 250 euros. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that, Sirtlo. Exactly that. You know, if you start to play this simulator, you eventually do truly get the feeling that you can get this to work. You know. You truly learn how to fly an airplane. You truly learn how to fly and do everything you need to do. Exactly that. That will be one part of it. And of course there are... you have to follow flight rules and stuff like that. So I have to learn those around Lelystad as well. Because that's where we'll be starting from. The actual starting point... The real-life starting point of where I started my flight around the world will also be the airport from which I will be doing the actual flight. So that's pretty dang cool. So yeah. Oh, that's very nice, Sirlo. I can see the temptation right there. Yeah, I can see the temptation right there. You know, ooh, can I actually do that? And then the aircraft, yeah, they will be. Exactly, that's the thing, you know. It's you know where everything is. You know how the Garmin works, basically. You know how everything works. So yeah, why shouldn't it work like that? It will be interesting to see, indeed. I'm very interested to see if it actually compares to real life. Actually compares to the in-game feel that you get. By the way, guys, hydrate. So that's going to be truly interesting, and I'm really looking forward to that. But that's in a year's time, so yeah. By that time, I will be somewhere in Africa, flying. I'm thinking. Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly. You can get the checklist online. Star Wars Squadrons is basically a it's basically a 5 against 5. You fly in a squadron on either the rebel side or the Imperial side, and you have a campaign, I think, and you have sort of like Warzone battleground thing where you have to fly against others. Pretty cool, actually. And it's also VR. So, yeah. Space arcade shooter. Yeah, basic. No, okay, it's an arcade shooter. Yeah. But the fact that you can do it also in VR is... you're not impressed? Have you seen it, or have you played it? I saw footage of it and it looked pretty cool. But it's a bit of a shame if they botched that one. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it, you know, because the Microsoft Game Pass also gets the EA Play thing. And I'm guessing that eventually Star Wars Squadrons will also... Yeah, exactly that. It's EA. But the EA Game Pass will be also available under the Microsoft under the Microsoft Game Pass. And that will be happening, I think, in December. So, with a bit of luck... it will also be made available. The Star Wars Squadrons will also be made available for Microsoft Game Pass, basically. Another reason to get Microsoft Game Pass, guys. Another reason to get it. Why do I have to contact approach this time?
Sierra November Golf 1,700 feet.
Cessna Hotel,
Alright, where are we?
Continue as planned. Altimeter
20 nautical miles. We are getting close, guys. We are getting close to Bucharest. We are slowly but steadily getting close to Bucharest. Yeah, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That sounds about right. Now, I already descended quite a lot. And what I want to do is see if I can get up the avenue towards the Palace of Parliament. That looks really cool. Then fly over Palace of Parliament, and they got the downtown Bucharest. They got fountain area there and stuff like that. That's cool to watch, to see if we can find that. And then circle back to the left or to the right onto Bucharest airport and land. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So that should be, yeah. That should be happening quite soon. Yeah, we are getting close, guys. We are getting close. I'll zoom this in. There we are. You know what? I am going to...
Heron 618, you are 1 miles northeast of Ottapini. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact tower.
It is such a cool game, but what you also can do, as I said, Swordfish, you can get a subscription for Microsoft Game Pass. That's usually €10 or $10 a month, but the first month is just $1. So, and you can cancel it when you're done. So basically, you can play this game for 1 month for $1. Basically. So if you just want to check it out, see if it's to your liking. No, it's not the game. It's oh, you had the Game Pass itself. Okay. Then I'm not sure if you can get it for another month. Yeah, for $1. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah. I think Bucharest is right there in the distance, guys. Somewhere over there. And slowly but steadily the sun is setting on Romania. But we should be landing in daylight. Yep. We should be landing in daylight. This is still going perfectly. This is going perfectly. Slowly making a turn. It's very subtle. Yeah, I'm not sure if Flight Simulator will work on a console. To be honest, I'm not sure, because there are so many functions that you will be able to need to do, and also, you know, if you're in the cockpit, I can just flip a switch right there, easily. That's not something I see myself doing on a console, to be honest. That's not something I see myself doing quite easily. So I'm not sure if this game is really fit for consoles. And to be honest, they were discussing in the Q&A video. They were discussing about the console, but they were a bit hesitant about it, I think. So, to be honest, I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. If I were you, I wouldn't hold my breath with the consoles. Yeah, they said it is, Runic, but I'm truly baffled at the way they want. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Let's face it. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Exactly, a watered down version. And is that what you want to play? I mean, it's just basically flying around quite easily then. I mean, there are, for instance, Don Don Pampan now is still playing with a controller, and I know a few other streamers who are playing with controllers. It's not the easiest way to play this game, to be honest. It isn't. I mean, if I compare that to my flight yoke, and once again, I am very fortunate. I am very fortunate that I have one. But yeah, maybe you might be right there, Swordfish. I don't know if this game is. Yeah, it's horrible. There you go. But I don't know if this game is really. This simulation is truly suitable for a console. I'm pretty sure the console itself will be able to render this without a hitch. Let's face it. They are very powerful consoles. I'm pretty sure it will look amazing. It will look incredible. Yeah. Yeah, the Xbox One X, is it now? What is it these days? The One X or the X, or I don't know. The Xbox X? The one that's coming up. But, and it's going to be on Microsoft Game Pass anyway, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. And it's not that I don't want console players to enjoy this. Sure, I do. I mean, if they want to enjoy it like on a console, please do so. It is an incredible game. But I'm not sure if it's truly suited for the console, this game. Yeah, I have my doubts. I have my serious doubts. If this game will be as playable as it is on PCs. Oh. Well, I hope you can enjoy it before that. I hope you can enjoy it before that. And as I said, there is a good chance it is coming to the console, so you will be able to play it before that, Swordfish. I'm pretty sure you will be. God, I can't even remember when I was 18. I can't even remember that. I'm getting old. You are. Oh, okay. Okay. 18, good lord, that was a long time ago. Physically, it was a long time ago. Mentally, I'm a man, so I don't get older than 12 years old. Yes. Now, we also now see the Palace of Parliament, but there, I think, is the... I think that is the road leading up towards the Palace of Parliament. Oh, this is going to be cool, guys. This is going to be cool. The airport should be somewhere over there, if I'm not mistaken. But this is Bucharest, guys. We made it to Bucharest. Now, where? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yep. There it is. It is. Bucharest is really big. Bucharest has a population itself of 1.9 million people. So yeah, do not underestimate Bucharest. I mean, it is a pretty big city. One of the bigger cities in Europe, actually. Now here are the fountains, I think. The fountains are based right there. That's the... It's like basically like the Champs-Élysées in Paris. There is the Palace of Parliament. That used to be the former home of, or not the home, but the base of power of dictator Ceausescu. But funny note, the guys from Top Gear have raced beneath that Palace of Parliament. There are very There's a very large system, underground network of hallways and stuff like that. Big enough for cars to drive through them. It's really cool. It is truly really cool. But it looks really, really nice. That is pretty dang cool, guys. Look at that. That's the Palace of Parliament. Yep. And behind it right there, there should be a few monuments, stuff like that. Unfortunately, this is not depicted very well. That's a cathedral, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Pity that they didn't do that as well. That is a pretty big city. Yep. There's also a few libraries down there, and it's really, really nice. And unfortunately, it is, once again, this is not depicted very well. But the house, the Palace of Parliament looks really cool. That is pretty dang cool. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright guys, let's try to find the airport. And let's put this puppy down. Tune into the tower. Request a full stop
Ladies
landing.
and Tower Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November Golf is 4 miles southwest with golf to land.
Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf, ladies and Tower. Fly left downwind runway 25.
Runway
29er decimal 85 wind 265.
25. Ah, that's nice. So I have to turn around. I have to turn around, unfortunately. Because it's over there. But I'm flying on it on the wrong approach. Yep. That's the wrong approach. That's a bit too steep, but we'll take it. Hey, Sim Phoenix, man. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. We are about to land at Bucharest airport.
Enter left traffic runway.
If you look right over there, you can still see the Palace of Parliament in the distance. We just flew over it. Looked really nice. Very, very well done. And then we are going to set this puppy down on landing on runway 25. Which means I have to land like that. Yeah. That's where we're going to land, exactly. Yeah, that is where we are going to land. So, yeah. Sure. Sure. No problem. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Who is he? What's his name, Sim Phoenix? GTA Capone. Okay. You know what? If he's still streaming in just a bit, we may be raiding him. Exactly. My thoughts. My thoughts. Aha! Aha! There you go. Well then we will be raiding GTA Capone in a bit. Alright, by the way, I am going to slow this puppy down now. I am going to slow it down.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, clear to land runway 2.
Alright, thank you. Clear to land. Why am I... Oh, low fuel right, low fuel left. Oh, interesting. Yes. I know I'm low on fuel. I know I am. Alright. There we want to...
November Golf, did you copy?
Yes, I copied.
Cleared to land runway 25 Cessna Sierra November Golf.
Alright. No problem, no problem. We're here to help. We're here to make sure everyone's having fun. You know, it's all good. It's all good. There's no competition here. None. It's not a competition. It's just having fun. That's what it's all about. It's just having fun. So yeah, if we can help someone out, sure we can. Sure we will. I really, really don't mind. Alright. Yes, this is going well. This is going well. Thousand feet, so that's pretty good. That's good. Ah, there we are. Yeah, that looks like what I wanted to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see. We are at 75 knots, which is really, really good. That's going well. Then, as you can see, we are now heading up towards the runway. We are still slowing down. The flaps are out. Crossing the highway right here. And nicely and steadily and slowly turning onto the runway. Runway 25. Somewhat important. Yes, I made a mistake earlier when I wanted to land on Copenhagen and landed on the opposite side of the runway. That was kind of dumb. But hey, we are all learning. We are all learning. I had a good laugh, at least. That was funny. Not doing it again, but that was funny. That was truly funny. Alright, let's see. We are having a nice headwind. Alright, turned off the, set the throttle to neutral. Give it a little bit of throttle. A little bit of throttle. Ah, this is looking very, very nice. Looking very nice. No, I'm not going to be short. I'm not going to be short. I'm going to be excellent. Like butter. Oh yeah. Like butter. I am getting pretty dang good at landings actually. 1.2 nautical miles. Why is it always sending me downtown to the city which I landed? Why is it always... Yeah, that was a truly like butter landing. I'm not easily impressed by myself, but hey, this time I am. This time, don't worry about the taxis. You haven't seen me taxi, have you? I'm like all over the place.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, turn next taxiway.
Yes, I want to turn next taxiway, but... That's a long way off, unfortunately. You see? My keyboard landings are a work of art. Well, the fact that you are flying with a keyboard is amazing to me, by the way. Yeah, I did it again. Nearly veered off the runway. I told you. And I'm using rudder pedals, actually. Unfortunately, my pedals are pushing my chair backwards. So... It's somewhat interesting at times. There we go, guys. We are off the runway.
Sierra November Golf, contact ground on 129er
Now, I should be stopping there, but I won't.
129er decimal 9er 5 Cessna Sierra November Golf.
There we go. And now request for parking.
Manny's ground, Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November Golf taxi to parking. Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November Golf taxi to general aviation parking by taxiway Alpha.
Okay. Ah, that's a little bit better at least. That's a little bit better. That's not that bad. And it's a pretty big runway actually. So this is the Bucharest International Airport, I believe. Yep.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Cessna Sierra November Golf.
Would be fun if you could actually implement your own voice in the ATC. That would be cool. Maybe there will be an option for that in the future. That would be cool. Oh, there we are. Oh, that was a lot closer than I expected. Nearly there, guys. Sure, there's a plane in the way. Of course, why not? So, basically, it's telling me to... Huh. That was somewhat interesting. How? I have to park there? How? I'll take it. I'm nearly out of fuel. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take that. Alright, guys. We just landed in Bucharest. Okay. Awesome. That was my flight for today. I'm shutting it down. We're done. We're here. Alright. That was the 12th flight. The 12th flight I did. So far, it has been a joy. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It has been a joy so far. I have been having so much fun. Next week, Wednesday, I will be flying again. And we will be flying from Romania through Moldova onto the Ukraine. Yes, that's where we will be heading. Tongue twister right there. As I said, it was a lovely flight. We had a few different sites there. We flew across or along the Black Sea, which is really cool. Had a thunderstorm on the way, so that was really cool. Had a lot of nice chats. Had a lot of fun with you guys. I truly enjoy this. I enjoy the flying, but I also really enjoy all of your company. So, guys, I hope to see you next week. Now, as I said, and I hydrated quite a lot actually. It's empty. So yeah, that's also pretty dang good. Next week we will be once again taking off on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So make sure you tune into that one. If you like what you see, give us a follow. If you like it a lot, give us a sub if you want to. If not, that's all fine. It's all onto you. And yeah, I just hope you guys had fun. I hope you got to see you guys again next week. Now, as I promised, in Phoenix, we will be rating We will be rating GTA. What was it? GTA Capone. So let me have a look if I can find GTA Capone. And let's get this raid started. Let's get this party started. Sorry, phone there. Raid channel. GTA Capone. Yep, found him. Has 2 viewers at the moment. So let's start this raid, guys. Alright, 10, 9, 8. Let's get this party on the road. Guys, I see you next week. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hope you have fun. Bye bye. See you next week.